Summary: on Naruto's 5th birthday he awakens a legendary bloodline which allows him to become the most powerful shinobi in existence. However, a new power threatens the world. To combat it, Naruto will need more than his chakra. Chapter 1. 5 years after the Kyuubi's attack. Ever since Naruto could remember from his earliest memories was that almost every single person in Konoha had treated him worse than dirt, and they call him things like fox demon spawn monster freak murderer, and when he was 4 years the elderly woman who was in charge of the Konoha's orphanage kicked Naruto out saying demons don't deserve to be taken care of. 2 months later Hiruzen Zanbu Black Ops finally found Naruto living in a dark alley, so they took Naruto straight to Hiruzen Sarutobi the 3rd Hokage, where he set up an apartment for Naruto to live at the Red Light District. However, on one night when Naruto was walking home from Ichiraku Ramen before 2 Chunin who were hired by the mob and that were promised that if they bring Naruto to them then they would be promoted to the rank of Jonin thanks to their connections to the civilian council, so when they had found Naruto they dragged him into a nearby alley before knocking him out and took him to the mob who were in a abandoned warehouse, and once they handed Naruto over to the mob and began to beat him brutally. As the mob attacked Naruto, something within him broke and another thing else awakened, and suddenly wooden spikes burst out of Naruto's back hitting the mob that were surrounded him, and as for the rest of the mob they just stood and stared in shock, as the only person in history to possess the ability over wood was the first Hokage Hashirama Senju, and they were shocked again when Naruto stood up, and as he did the mob saw that all the bruise and cuts they gave him began to heal itself and soon not even a scar was visible. The mob then tried to run away like cowards, seeing that things have turned around for the worst for them, but then even more wooden spikes shot out of the ground hitting every single one of them and killing all of them. Afterwards Naruto passed out on the floor. Within Naruto's mind, suddenly Naruto's eyes snap open and he found himself in a dark sewer where at first he thought that the mob have thrown him down in the sewer to die, but then he remembered what happened with the mob and the wooden spikes that came out from his back and the mob which caused him to fall to his knees crying. They were all right. I'm a monster, Naruto said while crying, but just then Naruto felt something calling out to him, so after a minute he decided to find out what it was, rather stay where he was. After a couple of minutes of walking towards whatever was calling out to him, Naruto found a very large room that had a cage with a symbol for seal on it, and Naruto felt that whatever was calling out to him was coming from within the cage, so him continue walking towards it. When he reached it he tried to see whatever was inside, but all he could see was darkness, but just then giant claws came out from the cage and also hitting Naruto. However, he managed to duck just before they could touch him. Naruto then ran away from the cage and headed towards where he was before, but as he looked back at the cage and he saw 2 large dark red eyes staring at him, which caused Naruto to freeze in fear. So this is my new warden. I have never had met any of them so young before, the creature in the cage said. WWH, who are you? Naruto asked in fear. What are you saying? Speak clearly, boy. The creature in the cage shouted angrily. Who are you? Naruto asked again but clearer. I sure you have already heard about me. I'm the Might Nine-Tail Fox, the Kyuubi. The Kyuubi said proudly. Wait, the same Kyuubi that attacked the village 7 years ago? Naruto asked. The one and only, the Kyuubi answered proudly. But that's impossible. I heard that the 4th Hokage killed you, Naruto said in disbelief. Ha! No human can truly kill a Jew. Instead you lot just seal us away into something or someone, said the Kyuubi. Wait, seal you? Naruto asked. Yes, your 4th Hokage knew that he couldn't destroy me, so instead he sealed me away, said the Kyuubi. So does that mean that the 4th Hokage sealed you within me? Naruto asked in hopes that he was wrong. Yeah, 5 years your 4th Hokage sealed me within you to stop me from destroying your village, said the Kyuubi. So when the villagers call me a demon they were right, Naruto said upset. Ha! You wish you were not me, kid. All what you are a vessel, nothing more, said the Kyuubi. But I killed those people, said Naruto. No, they case your bloodlines to awaken when they were attacking you, so I'll say it was in self-defense, said the Kyuubi. Bloodlines? Naruto asked confused. You know the special ability that some ninjas had which is only within some shinobi clans, said the Kyuubi. Heck, his chakra feels a lot like Hashirama's chakra. Maybe that's why he can use wood style just like him, but I can also sense that it's similar to Kushina's, so perhaps he could even use those chains, but at the same time it also feels more dense? Thought the Kyuubi. You mean like that clan that all the members had white eyes, but I'm an orphan and clanless, so how do I have a bloodline, said Naruto. It doesn't matter that you're orphan, you still had parents, but neither of them had these bloodlines. Expert for your mother, she kind of had 2 of them, but they have evolved greatly within you because of my chakra entered your body back when your mother was still my Jinchuriki and her name was. Before the Kyuubi couldn't finish its sentence, Naruto interrupted. Kushina Uzumaki, Naruto said in confused tone. Yes, that was her name, but how did you know that? The Kyuubi asked curiously. I don't know why, but I just do. Like I now that Mito Uzumaki, who later on became Mito Senju, was your first Jinchuriki, Naruto said, confused on how he knew things. Interesting, perhaps it has something to do that, maybe, the Kyuubi said to itself. What are you talking about? What something? Naruto asked, wondering what the Kyuubi was talking about. Well, 5 years ago when the 4th Hokage sealed me within you, he had also sealed the last of his and your mother's chakra in you as well, in hopes of meeting you again when you are older. However, both of their chakras didn't stay in you like it's supposed to. Instead they merged your own, and this must be the side effect. You have gained both of your parents' memories and knowledge, and the only reason why you are getting them now is because your bloodline had awakened, the Kyuubi explained. Wait, the 4th Hokage, his name was Minato Namikaze and he was my father, Naruto said in shock. Yes, Minato was your father and the one who sealed me within you, said the Kyuubi. Then it's all his fault, Naruto whispered. What are you talking about? The Kyuubi asked, curiosity. The reason why my life has been so miserable is all because you chose to protect the villager and condemn me to all this pain, Naruto said with tears going down his face. And what exactly are you going to do about it? The Kyuubi asked, curiosity. I'm done with it, all of it. Why should I be their punching bag? Why should I try to understand them after everything they done to me? Naruto said in anger. Haha, that's something I will like to see. Okay then, how about a deal, said the Kyuubi. What kind of deal? Naruto asked curiously. Simply, I will help out in exchange you give me access to your senses like sight, hearing, taste, smell and touch, because it gets really boring in here and I'll like to know what's going on outside in the real world, said the Kyuubi. You will help me in fights against strong people who want to hurt me? Asked Naruto. Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about, and you know that I'm not lying about this. If you have both of your parents' memories, you know I can't do anything to you even if you agree to this, the Kyuubi said, and made Naruto think for a moment, and with his newfound knowledge he knew the answer. You're right, it won't affect the seal or me if I give you access to my senses. There is just one more thing I would like from you, said Naruto. Oh, what's that? The Kyuubi asked curiously. As you probably know, I don't trust this place, so I want your help with my plan, said Naruto. And what plan is that? The Kyuubi asked even more curiously. It's a safeguard so that if this place ever tries anything against me, I'll have a place to go to if I decide to go rogue on them, said Naruto. If that's what you want, then sure, I agree, said the Kyuubi. Then we have a deal, Ninetales, said Naruto. Kurama, my name's Kurama, said the now revealed Kurama. Okay then, Kurama, said Naruto. This may turn out to be very interesting, Kurama thought. At Konoha's hospital. As Naruto slowly opened his eyes, he found himself in a familiar hospital room and was laying down on a bed. Naruto figured that someone must have found him and brought to the hospital, but just then the door opened and 3rd Hokage Hiruzen Sarutobi walk in. Naruto, my boy, you have finally awakened up. I was so worried for you, Hiruzen said in a kind tone. What happened? Naruto asked while he rubbed both of his eyes. Naruto, my Anbu found you unconscious inside a warehouse, said Hiruzen. Oh yeah, said Naruto. Naruto, there were dead bodies of villagers all around you and they were all impaled by wooden spikes, so please tell me honestly what happened in that warehouse? Hiruzen asked, serious but also curiosity. When I saw it myself, I immediately knew it was wood style, but how is that possible since wood style is a mutation and not an actual bloodline, since only Lord Hashirama has possessed it, and if it was an actual bloodline then Lord Hashirama's son Itama or his grandchildren Tsunade and Nawaki would have inherited it. So how come Naruto possesses it? Hopefully it isn't because of those experiments, and if they were, then who performed them on him, Orochimaru or Danzo, and if so, when did they do it? Hiruzen thought, trying to understand. There has been 2 people with the Itama Senju, with the first being Hashirama's younger brother while the second being Hashirama's son, who was Itama, as Hashirama named him that to honor his younger brother, and Itama was the father of Tsunade and Nawaki Senju. I can tell him most of the truth except for the parts about my bloodlines and meeting with the Kyuubi, since I don't know what he may do to me if he found out the whole truth, Naruto thought to himself. All I remember was that I was walking home from Ichiraku Ramen before 2 men dragged me to a dark alley and knocking me out, and when I woke up I was surrounded by a mob, then all of them attacked me, then everything went dark and now woke up here, said Naruto. I know that the Kyuubi didn't take control over him or everyone in the entire village would have felt its dark chakra, but why do I feel Naruto is hiding something from me? He would never hide anything from me, he trusts me completely. I better place some of my Anbu to keep track of him just in case, thought Hiruzen. Hey Hokage-san, I don't feel bad or hurt, can I go home? Naruto asked in a hurry. Yes you can, Naru. Wait, did you just call me Hokage-san instead of old man? Hiruzen asked in shock. Yeah, I did, since you don't want to hear me call you old man, right? Naruto said as he put up his clothes. No, you're right, but still, Hiruzen said, confused. Okay, I got to go, said Naruto as he rushes out of the hospital room. Now I know something wrong, I better order my Anbu to keep an eye on him right away, Hiruzen said to himself. With Naruto was running towards a very special place and away from the hospital because of 2 reasons. First was that now that Naruto has both of Minato's and Kushina's memories, he now where his real home was the Uzumaki clan compound where Kushina grew up when she first came to the village from her original home village Uzashiogaku, a village created by the first Hokage Hashirama Senju himself and was built into the side of Hokage Rock. The second reason why Naruto left in a hurry was that now he knew the truth. He didn't know what to think about the 3rd Hokage, as he kept the truth about where Naruto truly come from, why the villagers hated him so much and where his true home was from him. As Naruto got closer to the compound, he ran past a couple of sakura trees, and as he looked at them he started to remember something happened that he wasn't involved in, but instead it was parents' memories. It was about back when Kushina had just moved to Konoha, where she was bullied by the boys in her class because of her red hair, and one day one of the bullies grabbed it and started to pull it, but Kushina had enough and started to beat up all the bullies, and Naruto's father Minato had watched everything. However, later that day as Kushina made her way home though the sakura trees, the bully who had pulled her hair stopped her alongside his older brother who was a Jonin, and the older brother beat Kushina up and told her that the village will never accept an outsider like her. But just like before in the classroom, Kushina had enough and started to beat the older brother up as well as give him 2 black eyes, and then she beat the little brother again, and once she was finished she looked up and saw Minato standing on a tree branch watching the whole event. But since Naruto had all of his memories as well, he knew that when Minato was walking home he saw the brothers and overheard them talking about what they going to Kushina, so Minato decided he wasn't going to allow that to happen. But once he got there he saw that Kushina beaten the brothers up already. When Naruto finally reached the Uzumaki clan compound he saw that it was the same size as the Uchiha clan and Hyuga clan compounds, with a large wall that surrounded the entire compound and haven't weakened over the years despite no one living there in years and taken care of it. As Naruto walked to the only gate, which was large and had no handles but instead a seal which covered it, but Naruto knew thanks to his parents' memories he knew that the seal was designed to allow only clan members and other people who had been given permission from clan members entry, and all they had to do was to put a drop of blood on the center of the seal to open the gates, and they only have to do that once because after they would be allow entry all the time. So Naruto bit his thumb hard enough which caused it to bleed, then he placed the drop of blood on the center of the seal which caused it to glow, then the gates open. As Naruto entered the compound he saw that its entrance stands an elaborate torii with a bridge over a small lake, and its style for it was traditional fashion like many other clan compounds in Konoha. It had the Uzumaki clan symbol on the inside of the wall that surrounded the compound, and most of its many buildings were built into the mountainside and all the tiles on the roof of each building were red. "I'm finally home," Naruto said to himself happily. The Uzumaki clan compound is Menma's secret hideout, the training cave from Naruto Shippuden, the Road to Ninja movie. It has been 7 years since Naruto had obtained his parents' memories, awakened the wood-style bloodline and met with Kuruma, and during that time afterwards he has spent most of his time at the Uzumaki clan compound, living there without any worry from the villagers and training in different things like ninjutsu, fuinjutsu, taijutsu and kenjutsu, but he wasn't as talented in genjutsu whatsoever. However, he was immune to all forms of genjutsu. Naruto is a 5'4" tall, making him one of the tallest of his age group and quite muscular, developed for his age, possessing an array of well-developed abdominal muscle. He has a fair complexion with his hair in a shaggy style similar to Minato's hair. His violet eyes had become slanted with slit pupils which caused many villagers and shinobis to wonder if the Kyuubi has taken over him, but since they couldn't feel the Kyuubi's sinister chakra they decided to keep watch over him to see if he does anything, and the real reason why Naruto's were like that was because of the deal that Naruto had made with Kurama. Naruto's body is like Meliodas from the Seven Deadly Sins anime. Naruto wears a dark red long-sleeved shirt that had a V-neck and a black jacket with the red Uzumaki clan symbol on the back, black fingerless gloves, dark blue pants, gray high-top shinobi sandals, and a pair of brown leather belts with a brown shuriken holster. Naruto also has a couple of seals on his body besides the one that kept Kuruma within him, which he kept hidden to avoid anyone getting suspicious. One was designed to stop the Hyuga clan's bloodline, the Byakugan, being able to see their chakra network to make it harder for them to be able to close them. It was similar to the seal that was designed to stop anyone with the Byakugan to able to see inside the Uzumaki clan compound. The other seal was designed to stop the Uchiha clan's bloodline, the Sharingan, being able to copying any of their jutsus or techniques. Naruto had found the blueprints for both seals in his parents' office, however they incomplete, but having both of his parents' knowledge, Naruto was able to complete both seals by himself and apply them onto himself as well. The Konoha Academy was located nearby the Hokage mansion, and it was where children from the age of 7 to the age of 12 are taught and trained to become a shinobi and kunoichi for the village in order to protect it and its people at all costs. But since Naruto had both Minato's and Kushina's knowledge, he already knew everything they teach at the academy, so he remained quiet and did what was needed during the 7 years attending the academy. The instructors would have tried to make him fail but couldn't, as there were Anbu Black Ops members watching over Naruto's class since he was the Jinchuriki and many of his classmates were the next heads for their clans. So instead the instructors encouraged Naruto's classmates and any other students to bully Naruto in hopes that it would make him want to quit the academy, but it didn't work since Naruto was able to easily avoid them. However, they all stop entirely because of a certain incident that happened between Naruto and 4 other students in his class 2 years ago. It had happened during the break time when Naruto and his classmates were sitting in their classroom with Naruto sitting down in his normal spot reading a book, but was interrupted when one of the bullies took his book away from him and they began to mock him by saying things like, "What's wrong, you're going to cry. Nobody in the entire village cares about you and don't mind if we do anything we want to you." But when one of them said, "Why don't you go crying back to your dead mother?" that was when Naruto had finally snapped at them, and in that instant him attack all of them brutally, which ended with Naruto getting his book back and left the classroom while 3 of the bullies got hurt so badly that they couldn't become shinobis in the future at all, except for one bully who didn't say anything, so he was lucky enough that he still could become a shinobi, but Naruto did broke his right arm, which prevented him from training for a couple of months. Of course, afterwards the bullies' parents all claimed that it was all entirely Naruto's fault and that he just attacked their innocent children for no good reason, expected for him being a demon after all. They demanded that Naruto should be kicked out of the academy and threw into prison for what he'd done to their innocent children, but Hiruzen revealed to them about the Anbu Black Ops member keeping watch of the classroom the whole time, and when the Anbu member had told Hiruzen the truth about the incident between Naruto and the other boys. However, Hiruzen did punish Naruto for what he did to the other boys because Hiruzen knew that Naruto chose to ruin 3 of the 4 boys' shinobi career forever instead of just knocking them out like he did to the other boys, so Hiruzen had to expel Naruto from the academy, but for only 4 months. However, that just pleased Naruto as it meant that he didn't have to with annoying people at the academy. As Naruto entered the classroom, he went to his usual spot as well as ignore the stares that he got from the other students and just sat down and closed his eyes and had a nap until the instructors arrive and so he can being the Junon exam and finally be done with the academy once for good. The Junon exam itself was made up in different parts, with the first being a writing test to see what they know, then a throwing test with both kunai and shuriken, a spar match against their instructors, and finally they must perform 3 techniques that all academy students are taught during their 7 years of attending the academy. Sasuke's POV. Sasuke was loved by almost every single person in the entire village because he was from the mighty and powerful Uchiha clan, who were one of the 2 clans that founded Konoha. However, he was the last of the Uchiha clan in Konoha because 4 years ago Sasuke's older brother Itachi Uchiha murdered every single other Uchiha member including their own parents, and on that very night Sasuke vowed that he would become stronger so he could get revenge on Itachi for what he had done to their clan, and then he would rebuild the Uchiha clan stronger than ever before. When Sasuke had started at the academy 7 years ago, he didn't care about who Naruto was because back then Sasuke still had loving parents and caring older brother, but over time Sasuke did notice 2 things about Naruto, and that was his personality. His uncaring towards anyone or anything at all was just like his older brother, and that whenever Naruto was asked to do something he will barely even try and he would always succeed completely without any failure. But after the massacre, the similarities between Naruto and Itachi only angered Sasuke greatly. When Sasuke saw Naruto easily defeat the 4 bullies 2 years ago, he realized that Naruto was far stronger than Sasuke had thought and maybe everyone else in the class, and much to Sasuke's anger including himself. So Sasuke decided to use Naruto as an obstacle to surpass. Sakura's POV. Sakura Haruno was an average girl who comes from a civilian family who have never had anyone from their family become a shinobi/kunoichi, where if Sakura does manage to pass the Junon exam she would be the first. Had never had anyone from their family who becomes a shinobi, so if Sakura managed to pass the Junon exam she would be the first. The 2 main reasons why she joined the academy in the first place was because of her best and closest friend Dino Yamanaka. However, over the years they had a massive falling which ended their friendship, and instead they became rivals for the attention from Sasuke, who was the second release on why she joined the academy in hopes to get close to Sasuke and hopefully become his future wife. When she first started at the academy, both of her parents had told her to stay away from Naruto, which Sakura didn't know why, but she assumed that they must have a good reason on why, so she did. But after seeing almost all the other children were doing to Naruto, it got her into being mean to Naruto as well, because if he's a bad person from what her had heard, he deserves it, right? But like everyone else, they all stop entirely after seeing what he did to the group of boys, and it scared them all greatly because that could be them, and it was also how Naruto managed to beat all of them so easily and as well destroy 3 of them chance of becoming a shinobi for the village in the future, and it showed that if they are not careful he could and willing to do the same thing to them as well, so they all left him alone since then. Shikamaru's POV. Shikamaru was like any other member of his clan, the Nara clan, where he was highly intelligent but with a lazy attitude towards anything, which caused most people to look over his intelligence because of it. His best friend was Choji Akimichi. They met when they were young children because of their fathers, who were best friends as well and were also teammates. Shikamaru and Choji would always hang out together, and when bullies would start picking on Choji just because of his weight, Shikamaru would always stand up for him. Shikamaru knew that he had a good judge of character, so when he joined the academy, that was when he first saw Naruto the person that he heard was very bad and that he should stay clear from. But over the years Shikamaru saw that Naruto hadn't done anything wrong at all, and yet the teachers treated him terribly and even encouraged other students to do as well. However, there was one thing that Shikamaru was extremely jealous about Naruto, and that was when the instructors are teaching them something, they would just ignore Naruto completely and Naruto would just sleep through the lesson. However, 2 years ago, as Shikamaru saw how Naruto was able to beat up for the 4 bullies so easily and destroy 3 of their chance of becoming a shinobi in the future despite how the instructors had never taught him anything, that was when Shikamaru realized why Naruto didn't try to learn anything during their lessons and instead just slept through all of them, or why he always looked bored like nothing interested him. It was all because he didn't need to be in the academy. He was all ready to become a Jonin and it was just wasting his time attending the academy, and so Shikamaru decided that he tried to avoid any care of conflict between him and Naruto in the future. Choji's POV. Choji of the Akimichi clan has a very kind heart, and because of it he never wants to harm anyone if given the chance or bully anyone ever, but he was bullied by a group of bullies because of his large bones. However, his best friend Shikamaru stood up for him and stopped the bullies for picking on Choji for good. Choji's father Chozo Akimichi, who was the 15th head of the Akimichi clan, and he wanted to make Choji less kind-hearted, but only for Choji's safety because it could get himself killed by his enemies on the battlefield. When Choji and Shikamaru first started the academy 7 years ago, Choji saw how Naruto was bullied so badly and he wanted to help him because he knew what Naruto was going through, but Choji was too scared to do anything because he didn't want the bullies to turn on him again for helping Naruto, so he left them alone but regretted it every time he saw it happen. However, 2 years ago when the group of bullies started on Naruto again, Choji finally had enough and decided that today was the day that he was going to stand up to the bullies for Naruto just like Shikamaru had did for him all those years ago. But as Choji turned around to help Naruto, he saw how Naruto brutally beat all the bullies with little to no effort like they were nothing to him, and Choji realized that Naruto chose to put up with the all harassment from the bullies all these years, and that was when Choji decided that he will try to become Naruto's friend to make up all the years that he chose to do nothing. Ino's POV. Ino of the Yamanaka clan was well known in her class for being a huge gossip, but it wasn't her fault since it runs in her family because her father Inochi Yamanaka was elite member of Konoha Intelligence Division for his mastery over their clan's special technique which allowed them to enter someone else's mind and obtain intel from them, so wanting to know everything about people was in her very blood. When Ino first started the academy, she heard about Naruto where he was a very bad person and that she should avoid completely, so she did, but he was in her class so she just ignore him and focus on what was important to her, and that was her crush Sasuke Uchiha. Because of her crush for Sasuke, she lose her longtime best friend Sakura Haruno because she also had a crush on him as well, and so they became rivals for Sasuke affection. 2 years ago when Naruto had brutally beat up a group of bullies easily, Ino realized something, that all the gossip that she had gathered over the years said nothing about Naruto being that strong, and all what she really knew about him was that he was an orphan. He was bullied by almost everyone in the academy. He never looked interested in anything, but yet somehow he always succeeded in any task that was given to him, and so Ino decided to find out more about the mystery that is Naruto Uzumaki. Shino's POV. Shino of the Aburame clan was a very quiet boy and also at times off-putting to some people, and just like every member of the Aburame clan, he was infused with a special breed of insects called Kikaiku that use his body as a need and feed on his chakra, living in a form of symbiosis. In return they attack and do other tasks as he commands, forming his main fighting style. As Shino started the academy 7 years ago, he felt something weird with his Kikaiku, like they were scared and drawn to something, and he found out it was coming from Naruto Uzumaki, and so Shino decided that he would keep watch on him to see why his Kikaiku were strangely around him. Over the years Shino had seen how badly Naruto treated from other students and even the instructors as well, but Naruto would just ignore them as always. But 2 years ago something unexpected happened when a group of bullies started on Naruto again, but unlike all the other times Naruto fought them and ruined 3 of their chance to become a shinobi of the future, and after that just got Shino even more curious about Naruto and what exactly was special about him. Kiba's POV. Kiba of the Inuzuka clan, a clan that was well known for their use of ninken as fighting companions, and they are also well known for their wild and loud personality and also for their alpha complex, meaning they believe who is the strongest should get whatever they want because they were the alpha. Kiba adopted the alpha ideal completely, and so he trained hard alongside with his ninken Kalakamaru. So when he started the academy he wanted to show everyone that he was alpha male and they should all respect him, but instead most of them pay more attention to Sasuke Uchiha. So Kiba decided that he would prove that he was the true alpha male in the class, not Sasuke. However, Kiba knew that Sasuke was strong and there might be a chance that he would lose to him, and also he could get in trouble for starting a fight, so Kiba picked on someone else, and that was none other than Naruto Uzumaki, the boy that Kiba knew that he wouldn't get in trouble for fighting, and so Kiba and his friends began starting on Naruto. However, 2 years ago when he and his friends went to Naruto to start their daily mockery, but something within Kiba started to feel sorry for Naruto because of how much bullying he takes on a daily basis, and when one of his friends mocked his dead mother, Kiba knew that they had gone too far and he was about to put his foot down, but it was too late because Naruto had finally snapped and fought back brutally, and Kiba tried to stop Naruto. However, just as he grabbed Naruto's right arm, instead he broke his right hand and then knocked him out, and when Kiba woke up he found himself in a hospital room with his mother Tsume, his sister Hana and Akamaru, and from that day on Kiba decided to stay clear away from Naruto. Hinata's POV. Hinata Hyuga was looked down upon from the Hyuga clan because of her lack of self-conscious and strength. However, it never stopped her from trying to become stronger to prove to everyone that she wasn't useless and would be a great clan head. When Hinata first started the academy, she extremely nervous and worried, especially when she saw how Naruto Uzumaki was being treated, and she wanted to do something since when they were younger some bullies were making fun at her because of her eyes. However, Naruto stepped in and defended her, which caused Hinata to admire him, but as she saw that it didn't bother him at all, she kept quiet until he decided to do something about it, and she also admired him even more for being able to put up with it. When she saw him beat up 4 boys who had been bullying him over the years in the academy, she was surprised by Naruto's strength, but she realized why he was able to put up with all the bullying. It was because he was stronger than them and they couldn't hurt him, and she believed that the 4 bullies deserved everything what Naruto did to them. Iruka's POV. Iruka Umino was a proud chunin of the Hidden Leaf Village before he became a happy instructor at the Konoha Academy. Back when Iruka was still active shinobi, he would always get hurt during a mission, so Hiruzen decided that it would be best for Iruka if he became an instructor at Konoha's Academy because of his kind personality and his great knowledge of facts, which he would make a great instructor for the academy. When Iruka started his new job at the academy as an instructor, he found out 3 things. The first was that his former teammate and longtime friend Mizuki had also started working there as an instructor as well, and the second thing was that Mizuki would be working alongside him, which was great. But the third thing was Iruka found out about a certain student he would be teaching called Naruto Uzumaki, the host to the Nine-Tailed Fox, the QB, the every-same monster that murdered his parents years ago. And like most of the people in Konoha, Iruka hated Naruto for being the host, and so he allowed the other students to do whatever they liked to him, be it bullying or just ignore him. However, 2 years ago, as Iruka and Mizuki went to get a drink of coffee, but in their way back they heard a lone scream coming from their classroom, so they ran towards it, and when they opened the door they saw 4 boys at the far back of the classroom and were all knocked out, and Naruto walked out from the other door. Iruka found out it was indeed Naruto who knocked out all the boys by himself, and he wanted Naruto expelled from the academy, but the Hokage revealed that it was the 4 boys who started the fight, and there was a Anbu Black Ops member who had watched the entire event and has been watching the class since it began. Then the Hokage told Iruka how disappointed he was with him because he knew that Iruka and all the other instructors allow and even encourage the other students to bully Naruto, and the Hokage then told Iruka that if he or any other instructors does that again they would be fired and will not be allowed to become an active shinobi again, and so Iruka left Naruto alone just like everyone else. The normal POV. As the 2 instructors finally entered the room and all the students stopped talking immediately and waited for the instructors to begin their Jonin exam so they can finally become shinobi of the Hidden Leaf Village. Alright everyone, today is the day you all have been watching for to see if you are ready to become a shinobi for our great village, Iruka said, which caused most of the students to smile thinking they were going to pass easily. Okay, so let's begin the Jonin exam with the writing test. I will hand out the exam papers and once everyone has won you can begin, Mizuki said before he handed each student an exam paper, and he gave Naruto his last. Okay, you all can begin, said Iruka. As Naruto did the exam he felt something annoying and he knew what exactly it was. Someone was trying to cast a Genjutsu over him, maybe in hopes to make him fail, but they were unaware that he was immune to all types of Genjutsu. However, whenever someone tries to use Genjutsu on him, Naruto would always get an annoying feeling in his head, which basically helps him by alerting him that there's someone trying to use Genjutsu on him, so the only question who was try to fool him. So Naruto used his sensing ability to find whoever it is, and he found out it was Mizuki, which didn't surprise him at all because he knew Mizuki hated him greatly for being a Jinchuriki like most of the village. So Naruto ignored the annoying feeling in his head and just continued the exam, but it did make him wonder what was Mizuki up to because he could get fired by the Hokage if the Anbu Black Ops member spot him doing it, and that just made Naruto curious. Why was Mizuki risking his job and shinobi career like this just to to be an annoying dick to Naruto like always. Naruto had finished the exam first and just kept quiet to wait for everyone else, so after a bit when everyone else had finally finished they all handed in their exam paper to Mizuki. Then Iruka told everyone to follow him to do the next part of the Jonan exam, but before Naruto left he saw Mizuki looking at his exam paper and Naruto could tell Mizuki had two things on his mind: anger because his gene just didn't work at all, and the other was wonder why didn't his gene just failed. Naruto then caught up with everyone else outside at the place where they were taught to use kunai and shuriken probably, which caused Naruto to sigh as he could already tell that today is going to very slow and annoying. The current time. Alright everyone, this part of the test is to see your skill with kunais and shurikens, Iruka said as he held both weapons in his hands. Iruka then walked towards a table and put the kunais and shurikens onto it, and then he picked a piece of paper with all of his students' names on it and a pen. When I call your name out you will come here and use these kunais and shurikens and to begin the test, said Iruka. Once Iruka began to call out each student's name they each took their turn at the test. The ones that had only civilian parents managed to get some of their kunais and shurikens to hit the targets, while the children with shinobi parents but weren't part of a clan managed to do better because they received training, and as for the children who came from clans they got even better score while having only a few of their kunais and shurikens miss. Okay, next Sasuke Uchiha, please come here and put open the kunais and shurikens, Iruka said while all of Sasuke's fangirls scream happily the moment Iruka call out Sasuke's name. Once Sasuke picked up the kunais and shurikens he began the test. First he used the kunais and managed to get all of them to hit their targets and even able hit the center 5 times. Next he picked the shurikens and just like before he managed to hit all the targets as well as the center a couple times. Once Sasuke finished, all of his fangirls let out Alan's scream and began to praise him for his coolest, while all the boys just look at him with all for his skill and was jealous because of all of his many fangirls. And as Sasuke walked back to where he was earlier as well as ignore all the stares from everyone, he then gave a look at Naruto which basically saying try to beat that. Okay, now the last is Naruto Uzumaki, Iruka said while he held in his anger. As Naruto walked towards the table he ignored all the stares and whispers from all of the other students, and once he picked up the kunais and shurikens he first used the kunais just like Sasuke did, and Naruto managed to hit all of the targets and he even managed to hit the center 7 times, and as he picked up the shurikens and he also managed to hit each of the targets also as hit the center more times than Sasuke did. Iruka and all of the other students just stood still out of shock from Naruto's performance. However, Naruto just ignored them and just went back to his stop next to the tree, while Sasuke gave Naruto an angrily look for beating his score, and because Naruto had a bored look on his face while doing just like his older brother always had on his face, and which basically told Sasuke how easily it was for Naruto. As Iruka got out of his shock he then told the class to follow him for the next part of the test. As they arrive at the taijutsu training ground where Iruka told them that they were going to do the taijutsu part of the exam, and then he began to tell that they will have to fight twice, and first they would have to fight another student. It was boys versus boys and girls versus girls, and after they have to fight against him or Mizuki. Naruto watched the fights between his classmates and he found them to be boring, especially the ones with a civilian child against another. They just acted like two normal children fighting, and as for the ones with child from a clan up against a civilian kid they ended quickly with the person from a clan winning of course. When it was finally Naruto's turn and he was up against a civilian boy called Ginga Raimon who looked overconfident, and as they entered the ring Ginga told Naruto that he has been training for this because the person he wanted to fight the most was Naruto because he was cousin of one of bullies that Naruto beating up and he wanted to get revenge on Naruto for what he did to his cousin. As Iruka shouted begin, Ginga ran straight at Naruto thinking that with all of his training he has done Naruto wouldn't be a challenge for him and he wanted to make Naruto suffer soon as possible, but then Naruto appeared on his right side and with one punch to the face which sent Ginga flying out of the ring and unconscious. As Naruto just stood there looking at his now defeated opponent with a disappearing look on his face, he muttered under his breath pathetic before walking away. As for the class, almost all of them were shocked because they barely saw Naruto move from his spot, but there was Sasuke who was both shocked and angered by Naruto's performance because it just showed how outclassed he was to Naruto, and as for the instructors Iruka and Mizuki were shocked as well as they didn't expect Naruto to be that fast and strong. However, Mizuki was equally angered by Naruto's performance as much as Sasuke was, or even more so. Okay everyone, after I'll take Ginga to the nurse office we will begin the next part of the taijutsu part of the exam, Iruka said as he picked up Ginga, and then he did a hand signs and in a proof of smoke they were gone. A couple minutes later another proof of smoke appeared with it revealing Iruka, who then he told the class that he is going to read out half of the list of names that he has, and when once he call out their name they walk behind him, meaning that they are going against him and remaining people who fight against Mizuki. Okay Okay, now we need 2 lines, one the right side and the other on the left side. Iruka told the class, which they did. All the future clan heir and heiress as well as a couple of civilian children were in Iruka's group while Naruto and the other children were in Mizuki's group. Naruto was going to be last in his group, so he decided to watch the matches only to see if Mizuki had any flaws that he could use against him when it was going to be his turn, and Naruto found that Mizuki blocks someone's attack. He exposed his right knee that if someone kicks hard enough it causes he to both fall and be in a lot of pain. When it was Naruto's turn and as he walked onto the ring, he saw the face expression on Mizuki's face change from the nice and happy teacher to a guy who wants to kill someone, and that someone was none other than Naruto Uzumaki. From the look in Mizuki's eyes, Naruto knew that Mizuki wasn't going to hold back against him, expert for using ninjutsu and genjutsu, so Naruto decided that he wouldn't either. But the only problem was that Hiruzen would see him far stronger than a normal Jonin and will ask/demand answers about it. Ready, Naruto? Mizuki asked in a nice tone of voice, but Naruto could see through it. Of course, Naruto said as he went into his fighting stance, which made everyone wonder where did he learn from because it wasn't taught at the academy. Mizuki went first by running straight at Naruto at a Chunin level spell, believing that he would just be a blur to Naruto. However, as he got to Naruto and Mizuki sent strong kick with left leg to Naruto's head, but instead of making contact between his foot and Naruto's head, Mizuki just went through him, and then Naruto's image just faded away like a after image, which shocked Mizuki. But before he could even think about it, Naruto had appeared behind him. Naruto sent a powerful kick at Mizuki's back right leg, causing a lot of pain to Mizuki and making him to fall to the ground. Mizuki then sent his right arm backwards hoping to hit Naruto, but instead Naruto just grabbed it and used it to lift himself up, and then he did a swing kick to Mizuki's head, sending flying a bit to the other side of the ring. As Mizuki picked himself up off the ground, he looked straight at Naruto with even more murder in his eyes than before, and he started to think how he'd be beaten by someone who isn't even a Jonin yet, and also wonder how to make Naruto suffer for what he just did to him. However, before Mizuki could do anything, Naruto appeared out of nowhere and punched Mizuki straight in the face, breaking his nose. Mizuki yelled out in pain as he held his broken and bleeding nose. Naruto, this was just a friendly spar, why did you go overboard? Iruka asked angrily as he walked over to Naruto and Mizuki. It's not my fault, I expected better from someone who is a Chunin. Naruto lying as he knew that no one in his group who saw his match against Mizuki would tell Iruka that it was in fact Mizuki who went overboard first. And I thought that we only have to land a hit on you, which I did, but Mizuki just keep coming, said Naruto. There was no need for you to break his nose, Iruka told Naruto in a serious tone. Of course you wouldn't accept that because it came from me, but if it happened to any other student you would care greatly, Naruto said. Now Naruto, that isn't true. Iruka tried to explain, but he was interrupted by Naruto. You're just like the rest of this village, Naruto said as he walked away, leaving a shocked Iruka and Mizuki. Later, back at the classroom, as everyone was sitting down at their desks, Iruka and Mizuki, who now had bandage in his broken, walk in the classroom after going to the nurse's office for Mizuki. Okay everyone, this is the last part of the Jonin exam. When your name call out, you will walk to the room next door, and that is where you will perform the 3 standard jutsus. First, you will break free from a low-level genjutsu. Second, you will do body replacement technique. Third, you will do the transformation technique and change into anyone you see fit, and fourth, you will perform the clone jutsu. However, there is a 5th part, but you can choose not to do it, and it is that you can do any other jutsu that you know for extra credit in their exam, Iruka explained. As Iruka began to call out a name, a student got up and left the room. A couple minutes later they returned with a headband that Konoha's leaf symbol on it, and another student and did the same. After a while some student came back with a headband whites, others didn't. When it was finally Naruto's turn, he did the same as all the other students. He got up and went next door, and as he entered the room he saw the 3rd Hokage was sitting down by a desk with 2 Jonin sitting next to him. Well, hello Naruto, are you ready to take the Jonin exam, said Hiruzen. Yes Lord Hokage, Naruto said as he to the middle of the room. Okay Naruto, first let's do the breaking free from a genjutsu part of the exam first. Okay, Hiruzen said, receiving a nod from Naruto. This is going to be fun, Naruto thought to himself. As the Jonin on Hiruzen's right side got up and walked a bit towards Naruto, the Jonin then looked back at Hiruzen, who gave him a nod telling him to provide, which he did by doing the hand signs and casting his genjutsu over, but to his surprise it didn't have any effect at all. Why isn't my genjutsu working on you? I know that you ain't even trying to break free from it, so why isn't it working? Jonin asked Naruto, which surprising the other Jonin and Hiruzen. Genjutsu doesn't affect me at all, Naruto said, shocking all 3 men. Why is that, Naruto? Hiruzen asked, curious. I don't know why, it just doesn't work on me, Naruto said, lying. Well, in fact he did know why. Maybe it's him being the Kyuubi's Jinchuriki, perhaps, Hiruzen thought to himself. Well anyways, let's continue with the exam. Next you will perform the body replacement technique with the chair over there, Hiruzen said, pointing at a chair in the corner of the room. Naruto gave a nod and did the hand signs and performed the body replacement technique without any problems. Perfectly perform. Well done Naruto. Next, can you perform the transformation technique into anyone you want, said Hiruzen. Naruto did the hand signs, and in a proof of smoke, instead of Naruto standing there, it was Tobirama Senju, who had white shaggy hair and red eyes with 3 red marks under each of eyes and 1 on his chin, and was wearing his blue armor. He looks exactly like Tobirama sensei did before he died, Hiruzen thought to himself. Very good Naruto, Hiruzen said as Naruto turned back into himself. Now the fourth part of the exam is that you have to do the clone jutsu, said Hiruzen. Naruto did the hand signs and performed the standard clone technique, creating 4 more Narutos who stood next to him, which surprised Hiruzen as he had thought that Naruto would have a problem with this jutsu just like Kushina had, as they were the Kyuubi's Jinchuriki, meaning that they possessed a massive chakra amount. Now in the canon version, Naruto is unable to perform the standard clone technique because his chakra control wasn't good cause he had massive chakra amount. Perfect job Naruto, said Hiruzen, and Naruto released the clone jutsu. Now I have to say, from the report about your grades at the academy and your scores in the Junon exam, you have passed with flying colors. However, if you want, you can do the 5th part of the exam and do any other jutsu that you may know, said Hiruzen. I will like to do that, Lord Hokage, Naruto said as he prepared his jutsu. I wonder what jutsu does he know, Hiruzen thought to himself, eager to know. Naruto, also don't worry about any damage if you are going to use a destructive jutsu, said Hiruzen. As Naruto turned around to face the wall, he did a couple of hand signs and said, fire style, Fox Fire Jutsu. Naruto manifested 10 fireballs in a circle in front of them and launches them straight the wall, causing an explosion which shook Konoha Academy, causing some people to panic. Hiruzen and the 2 Jonin just stared in shock from Naruto's jutsu, and as they look at the wall they saw that it was in fact damage from Naruto's jutsu, which made them even more shocked because the seals on it should have prevented something like that, which only show how Naruto's mastery over the jutsu and his power. However, unknown to them, Naruto wasn't using his full strength. And Naruto, how and where did you learn that jutsu? Hiruzen asked curiously. Though research, I discovered at the library and I have mastered as you have seen, said Naruto. I see. Well, any case, you perform it perfectly, so here is your headband showing that you are now a shinobi of the Hidden Leaf Village, Hiruzen said as he handed Naruto the headband, who wrapped it around his right arm. Thank you, Lord Hokage, Naruto said as he left the room and went back to the classroom. I have to find out what Naruto is hiding for the safety of the village, Hiruzen thought. Later, back at the classroom, after the last couple of students did their final part of the Junon exam, Iruka got a piece of paper from another instructor which was given to them by Hiruzen. Okay class, tomorrow morning I want everyone who have passed the Junon exam to here for team assignment, but before I tell you that you can go, I announce who is the Rookie of the Year, Iruka said, which actually got everyone excited, wanting to know who it was. The Rookie of the Year name is Naruto Uzumaki, Iruka told, which surprised a few and angered Sasuke and all of his fangirls. What? All of Sasuke's fangirls shouted. But Iruka-sensei, Sasuke-kun deserves the title far more than Naruto does, Sakura said, which all the other fangirls nodded their heads in agreement. Well, actually, Sakura, Naruto got the highest in both grades and in score of the Junon exam, so he does deserve the Rookie of the Year title, Iruka said, shocking everyone in the classroom. He beat me in everything. How's that possible? I'm Uchiha Elite. Nobody should be better than me, Sasuke thought to himself angrily. Congratulations Naruto, you have earned it, Iruka said before telling the class they can leave. At midnight in Konoha, almost every single Junon, Chunin and Jonin in Konoha was the Hokage mansion because someone had stolen the Forbidden Scroll of Sealing, which contains many dangerous technique inside it, so the Hokage had ordered his shinobi the scroll return and bring whoever have stolen the Forbidden Scroll of Sealing to him. Iruka was currently chasing someone though the woods who he believed is the person who had stolen the Scroll of Sealing from the Hokage's mansion. When Iruka finally caught up with who it was, Iruka was below shock. It had to be you, Iruka, Mizuki said while standing on a tree branch. Mizuki, but why? Iruka asked, trying to understand why would his childhood friend do something like this. Because I wanted more power and I have been promised it if I give them the scroll, Mizuki said with an insane grin on his face. Mizuki, please don't do this, think about our friendship, Iruka begged his friend. Friendship? We were never friends, I just use you. However, it wasn't until when the village denied me the position as an academy high instructor despite my performance in the test, and then you, Iruka, made the cut, only performed well with my assistance, and finally when Tsubaki chose you over me was when I started to truly hate you to the point where I wanted to kill you, said Mizuki. But Mizuki, if I was able to find you so quickly, so will the Anbu, and they will be executed you for treason, Iruka begged. Haha, you don't think I planned for this to be able to escape from the Anbu, Mizuki said. Mizuki, who are you working for? Iruka asked, wondering who was the mastermind. As if I would tell you, Iruka, Mizuki said, unaware that someone had appeared behind him in a quick yellow flash. How about me then, sensei? The person behind Mizuki asked, which surprised Mizuki, and as he turned around to see to it was Naruto, who then punched him in the face, damaging his nose even more, and was strong enough to send Mizuki flying to the ground. "Why's the demon brat here?" Mizuki thought, angry. "Naruto, what are you doing here? It's too dangerous for you," Iruka asked, wondering why Naruto was here. "Doing one of my duties as a shinobi of the leaf, stopping this traitor from stealing the scroll of sealing," Naruto said. "Naruto, I'm trying to convince Mizuki to return back to the village without the need of bloodshed," Iruka said, hoping to avoid any fighting. "He's a traitor to the Hidden Leaf Village and so he will be punished accordingly," Naruto said in a serious tone. "Haha, you think you can kill me, you demon brat? Why? Because you somehow managed to be the Rookie of the Year. Don't think the title makes you a great ninja. It takes power to be that," Mizuki said, sounding more like a madman. "For once I actually agree with you, sensei," Naruto said, shocking both Iruka and Mizuki. Didn't expect that kind of answer, Mizuki thought to himself, but then he realized something that could be fun for him. "Hey brat, have you ever wondered why everyone in the village hates you so much and call you a demon?" said Mizuki. "Mizuki, don't do it, it's forbidden to speak about it," Iruka shouted, trying to stop Mizuki from revealing the secret about Naruto. "I think it's about damn time that the brat finally know the truth." So Naruto, it was because on the night that Kyuubi's attack on the village, the fourth Hokage defeated it by. Before Mizuki could finish, he was interrupted by Naruto. "Sealing it within me, which made me its Jinchuriki," Naruto said, shocking both Iruka and Mizuki that he knew the truth. "Naruto, how did you find out about that?" Iruka asked, wondering how Naruto discovered about the Kyuubi being inside of him. "For a village filled with ninjas, you lot are terrible at keeping secrets," Naruto said, lying, not wanting people know that he has talked with the Kyuubi or they will cause even more problems for him. "It doesn't matter, I'm just going to kill both of you too, and when the Anbu arrive here I will say that it was the demon who stole the scroll and kill you, Iruka, and then I will say that when I arrived here and saw you dead on the floor, so I had no choice but to kill the demon, which the village will celebrate and thank me greatly for, and no doubt will make me the next Hokage after the old man finally dies," Mizuki said before he began to laugh madly. "How far has he gone, and how didn't I notice this sooner?" Iruka thought to himself. "You're more delusional than I thought," said Naruto. "Why's that, you little demon?" Mizuki asked angrily at being called delusional by a brat. "Because you ain't capable of killing me," Naruto said in a serious and cold tone. "I'll show you. You damn fox demon," Mizuki shouted angrily as he grabbed one of his Fuma Shuriken of his back and threw it as hard as he could at Naruto. "Naruto, move," Iruka shouted, hoping that Naruto would listen to him. However, Naruto didn't move it, but instead he just caught it between two of his fingers and thumbs with ease, which shocked Mizuki. "You called it a throw," Naruto said in a mocking tone, then he threw it back at Mizuki much faster. Mizuki managed to avoid it, but he did get a deep cut on his leg. "Ah!" Mizuki shouted in pain while he held the cut on his leg. "Disappointing, sensei. I thought you would be able to dodge that with ease, being a chunin and all, but I guess I was wrong that you were stronger," Naruto said, wanting to anger Mizuki because of two reasons. First was because of the way that Mizuki treated him back at the academy, and second reason was anger doesn't always help in a fight. It can also cause you to make mistakes, which Naruto hoping for. Then he jumped off the tree branch that he was on and landed gently on the floor. "I'm going to enjoy this," Naruto thought to himself as he lifted up his right sleeve and revealed a storage seal around his waist, and as he sent some of his chakra through it, and in a proof of smoke, Naruto was holding a pitch black sword with trims of gray sword. "It's Kirito's sword from Sword Art Online. How does the demon brat know Fuinjutsu? Nobody at the academy or the entire village would have taught him that." So how, Mizuki thought, trying to figure out how, as well as Iruka, who wondering how Naruto knew it as well. "I'm going to enjoy this far more than I should," thought Naruto. "It doesn't. If you got yourself a fancy sword, it still wouldn't help you against me," Mizuki said as he began doing a couple of hand signs. "Earth style. Earth and stone bamboo jutsu," Mizuki said as he clapped his hand against the ground, and suddenly 4 large spikes of earth came out of 4 separate directions from the ground and around Naruto, as well as aim right at him. However, they never managed to hit Naruto because right before they were about to, Naruto jump into the air, but Mizuki saw this and began doing another couple of hand signs. "Earth style. Rock gun jutsu," Mizuki said just as he fired bullet-sized bits of rocks at Naruto, which on its way only expanded even larger. As Naruto saw them coming straight at him, he then started to channel chakra through his sword, which appear on it, and then he cut each rock that was to close him in half before landing back on the ground. "What's going on? How is he able to avoid my attacks so easily?" Mizuki thought, because any other academy student would have been killed by now. Naruto then put his sword into the ground next to him and he started doing hand signs before extended his hands at Mizuki, and both of Naruto's palms was a large amount of electricity. "Lightning style, Thunderbolt jutsu," Naruto said as he unleashed a bolt of lightning at Mizuki, who just stood there out of shock as he watched Naruto's jutsu destroys everything in its path. As the smoke cleared, it revealed Scorch Earth. destroy trees and badly burned Mizuki, who was still alive but only because Naruto didn't use his full strength in his jutsu. How where did he get that kind of power? Iruka thought in shock. Are you alright? Naruto asked looking at Iruka. Yeah, but Naruto, where did you learn that jutsu from? Iruka asked curiously. That's none of your business, Iruka. The Anbu Black Ops will no doubt be heading here because of my and Mizuki jutsus, so take care of the scroll until they arrive, Naruto said before disappearing in a quick golden flash. A moments later, after Naruto left, 4 members of the Anbu Black Ops appeared. Iruka, what exactly happened here? One of the Anbu asked, curious after seeing all the damage. Where do I begin, said Iruka. Current time. Naruto wasn't happy, not one little bit. Why? Because the third Hokage had ordered his personal Anbu Black Ops to find him and bring Naruto to him, the sooner the better. However, despite being brought to a man who will lie straight to his face or constantly be told to try to understand things, which usually involves the villagers and shinobi treat him horribly, that wasn't what truly pissed Naruto off. It was that he was in middle of eating his lunch, his favorite food, miso ramen from Ichiraku, before being interrupted by the Anbu Black Ops and be told that the third Hokage wanted/demanded to see him immediately. However, Naruto knew it is stupid to be so angrily for a small reason like this, but he couldn't help himself. Why? Because originally, back when he was 5 years old, before the change as he calls it, Naruto was already mad in love with ramen, and after he got the memories it doubled because Kushina had also loved ramen just as much as him, and it kind of fused his love for ramen, which created a person who really loves ramen. Anyways, Naruto was currently standing in front of the third Hokage in his office, and he already knew that this was about last night between him, Iruka, and Mizuki, who was at the Konoha's hospital surrounded by jonin just in case he tried to escape or to take his own life to prevent the identity of whoever he was working for to be discovered. Naruto, I think you know exactly why I have called you here today. Hiruzen asked in a serious tone. Yes, Hokage-san, it is about the event that happened last night, said Naruto. That's correct, Naruto. No, and normally I would have called here straight away after the event, but my Anbu Black Ops couldn't find you, said Hiruzen. Because after the incident I went straight home as it was late after all, said Naruto. Naruto, I am tired of playing these games with you. I know you weren't at your apartment and you haven't been there at all last night, so that leaves me this important question. Where were you all last night after the incident? Hiruzen asked in a serious tone. Like I said, Hokage-san, I went straight home, said Naruto. Naruto, unless you mean to tell me that you have some other place where you call home, or I just don't know what to think, said Hiruzen. Hokage-san, I thank you for the apartment that you gave me all those years ago, but I haven't truly used it much for the past couple years now, said Naruto. In that case, I would like to know where you live now, Naruto? Hiruzen asked curiously as to the place where Naruto disappears, to which his Anbu Black Ops can't find. Somewhere that the villagers won't vandalize, said Naruto. Naruto, please tell me, where do you live now? Don't you trust me at all? Hiruzen asked. Hokage-san, if I reveal to you where I'm currently living, then some way or another it's going to get slip out and then I will have to put up with the villagers again. So it is not a matter of trust but protection for my home, Naruto said, but in truth it was only part of the reason why, because if the Hokage knew where he was living, then he would also find out that Naruto knows who his parents were, which was something that Naruto didn't want people to know just yet. But it's important that I know where you live if something important comes up and I need to find you, said Hiruzen. Hokage-san, I hardly think someone who leads an entire village filled with shinobi will need help from a fresh Shin'an, said Naruto. Fine, but if you want to be promoted to Chunin rank you will have to reveal it to me, said Hiruzen. Fair point, Hokage-san, but I will only reveal it when it is needed to be promoted to Chunin, said Naruto. Okay then, Naruto, but back to my original question, what happened with Mizuki? Hiruzen asked. I prevented a traitor from stealing the scroll of sealing, said Naruto. Which is great and all, but what I'm asking, how were able to stop a Chunin, and how or where did you learn that lightning style jutsu which you use against Mizuki? Hiruzen asked curiosity. I thought that I needed to know more jutsus before becoming a shinobi for the leaf, however since no one would teach me anything so I decided to create my own, said Naruto. Naruto, are you telling me that you created that jutsu? Hiruzen asked shock. Yes, I did, Lord Hokage, said Naruto. Incredible, Hiruzen muttered to himself. Like father like son, Hiruzen thought while thinking about back when Minato created his own personal jutsus like the Rasengan that he used back during the Third Great Ninja War. Is that all, Hokage-san, said Naruto. There are some other things I want to ask you, Ab. Suddenly Hiruzen was interrupted by someone bursting into the Hokage's office. Today is the day that I finally surpass you, old man, a little boy said, who had kunai in his hand, but because of his long blue scarf he tripped over it and fell straight to the ground. Ow, that hurt, the boy said in pain. Son, I'm getting too old for this, said Hiruzen. As the boy picked himself up he looked at Naruto and his eyes changed from pain to anger. You're the one who tripped me and ruined my surprise attack on the old man, didn't you? The boy said angrily. No, you trip over your own scarf, which by the way you really need to shorten to avoid things like this from ever happening again, said Naruto. You did trip me because there is no way I would fall over something stupid like that, the boy said angrily. Konohamaru, I'm in the middle of something important, can this wait, said Hiruzen. Not until he apologizes for tripping me up, said Konohamaru. Sign, I don't time for this. Hokage-san, can I leave now, said Naruto. Yes you may, Naruto, said Hiruzen. Wait, not until he apologizes for tripping me over, said Konohamaru. Just then a man ran in. He was wearing a banana version of Konoha's headband protector which covered all of upper half of his head. Pitch black sunglasses similar to the ones that the members of the Aburame clan wear in the standard Konoha uniform but without the flak jacket. Lord Hokage, I am so sorry. He just ran away when my head was turned, said the man. It's alright Ebisu, said Hiruzen. Edisu looked at Konohamaru who was standing next to Naruto, and when Edisu realized who Naruto was he gave him the same look that almost everyone gives him. The Kyuubi brat, thought Edisu. Well, I'm waiting for my apology, said Konohamaru. I'm not apologizing for your stupidity, Naruto said as tried to walk away but was stopped when the boy ran in front of him and stood in his way. Honorable grandson, has he done something to you? Edisu asked. He tripped me up and ruined my surprise attack, said Konohamaru. I don't have time for this kid, Naruto said as he picked Konohamaru up to move him out of way without hurting him. Put the third Hokage grandson down immediately, Edisu demanded. No doubt now that he knows that I'm the third Hokage's grandson he's going to go on his hands and knees and beg for my forgiveness, Konohamaru thought. Yeah, you better put me now or else, said Konohamaru. Or else what? Naruto asked. Well, my grandfather will fire you from the Leaf Shinobi, said Konohamaru. Then I will be able to leave the village without the worry of being marked a missing nin, Naruto said, surprising Konohamaru and Edisu as they didn't expect that kind of answer. Well, I am the third Hokage's grandson, so you better show me some respect, said Konohamaru. He's starting to sound like a certain annoying Uchiha, I know, Naruto thought. Respect is earned, not given, kid, Naruto said before he walked towards the door but was stopped again by Edisu. You'll show respect to the third Hokage's grandson and apologize to him immediately, Edisu demanded. How about no, Naruto said before disappearing in a burst of speed and then reappearing behind Edisu and made his way out of the Hokage's mansion. What was that? Both Konohamaru and Edisu thought. Lord Hokage, we must do something immediately for what boy has done, said Edisu. Edisu, Konohamaru had tripped over on his own scarf, so there's nothing to be done, understand, said Hiruzen. Yes, Lord Hokage, Edisu said before touring his attention to Konohamaru. Now then, honorable grandson, you must avoid that boy at all times. He's nothing but trouble and you do wish to become the future Hokage, so just follow my teaching and you'll be fine. Before Edisu could finish his sentence he was interrupted by the third Hokage. Konohamaru is gone, said Hiruzen. What? Where did he go? Edisu shouted. I believe he ran after Naruto, said Hiruzen. I must find immediately, Edisu shouted before running out of the room. Is he always this loud, Hiruzen said to himself. With Naruto. After leaving the Hokage's office, Naruto would usually find somewhere no one would see him and use the flying thunder jutsu to get back to the Uzumaki clan compound to avoid the villagers. However, Naruto decided not to because he thought that the Hokage's personal Anbu Black Ops could be following him, and since he need to get some shopping done and knows a few shops that ain't run by idiots, but as soon as he had left the mansion he knew the third Hokage's grandson Konohamaru was following him and was trying to hide by using a fake wooden fence cover to himself. You can come out now, Naruto said as he walked up to the wooden fence and pull away at it to reveal Konohamaru. Just as I expected from my new teacher to see, though, my hiding skill, said Konohamaru. What skill? Anyone could see, though, that shinobi or not, thought Naruto before realizing what Konohamaru had just said. Wait. What do you mean by new teacher? Asked Naruto. Well, after seeing what did at my grandfather's office I decided that you would be a better teacher than Edisu, said Konohamaru. And just like I said back the Hokage's office, I don't have time for this, said Naruto. Wait, you have to train me, said Konohamaru. Why? Because you're the Hokage's grandson, said Naruto. Can you at least help me then, said Konohamaru. Fine, I'll help you a bit, but I got some shopping to do first, said Naruto. Great, now I see what he eats, if that the case or anything, and when he sees my skill he will change his mind and beg to train me, thought Konohamaru. I bet he's hoping to find out any of my secrets, thought Naruto. 2 hours later at a training ground, Naruto had his hands behind his back and was dodging Konohamaru's attacks, which was easily for him and has been doing it the past 10 minutes, and just then Konohamaru collapsed from exhausting. Why can't I hit you? Konohamaru asked while trying to catch his breath. I've been training a lot longer than you have, Konohamaru said Naruto. Naruto walked over to a rock and sat on it. Hey, I've been wondering something? Asked Naruto. What's that? Asked Konohamaru. Why are you pushing yourself so hard? Naruto asked, curious. Because I want to become the youngest Hokage, Konohamaru answered proudly. Something tells me that isn't all of it. Is it Konohamaru, said Naruto. I want people to stop seeing me as the Honorable Hokage's grandson and see me as me, said Konohamaru. So he wants to be acknowledged by everyone. It reminds me of me before I stop caring what they think of me, Naruto thought. Okay, but there is something else. Why did you want me to train you instead of that other guy? Naruto asked. Because he's just like everyone else, treating me different, and the reason why I ask is because you don't care that I'm the third Hokage's grandson, and after seeing how you got past Edisu so easily I know you would be perfect, said Konohamaru. Okay kid, I will only help you with a couple of things, okay, said Naruto. Really? Konohamaru said happily. Yeah, why not, you seem like a good kid, said Naruto. Awesome, Konohamaru shouted happily. 1 hour later. And that's how you perform the transformation technique, got it, Naruto said, finish explaining to Konohamaru. Yeah boss, said Konohamaru. Boss? Naruto asked curious. Well, I decided that since instead of calling sensei I'll call you boss, said Konohamaru. Anyways, I think that's enough for today, said Naruto. But just then Edisu jumped out from the trees. Honorable grandson, I've been looking for you everywhere, Edisu said as he walked to Konohamaru and grabbed his wrist. Pull he away. Let go of me, Konohamaru said as he tried to break free. Honorable grandson, you must stay away from him, he's nothing but bad news, trust me, said Edisu. He said let go, said Naruto. You stay out of this or else, said Edisu. I give 5 seconds to let go of him or I'll make you let go, said Naruto. Ha! You may have bested Mizuki, but you got no chance against elite Jonin like me, Edisu said proudly. Let's see about that, Naruto said before disappeared and reappeared with Konohamaru, who looked confused. How did he got hold of the honorable grandson? Edisu thought in shock. I guess I have to teach you a lesson, so you should feel honored as I am an elite trainer, Edisu said as walked towards Naruto and Konohamaru. Wait, don't hurt him, I will come with you if you do, Konohamaru begged, not wanting Naruto to get hurt, but suddenly he felt a hand on his shoulder and it was Naruto's. Thanks Konohamaru, but I think someone has to put this guy in his place and I'm more than happy to do it, Naruto said as he walked towards Edisu. You should have just allowed the honorable grandson to leave, I wouldn't have to hurt you, but now that chance is gone, said Edisu. First of all, his name is Konohamaru Sarutobi, and second, you've been annoying me since the moment I first saw you, so yeah, said Naruto. Naruto disappeared in a burst of speed and did a swing kick to Edisu's head which sent he flying. Wow, Konohamaru thought amazed. Ow, what the hell? Edisu said as he rubbed his head and got back up. I think you shouldn't underestimate your opponents, said Naruto. I guess I really shouldn't, however I may not know how you were able to move this fast, but isn't enough to beat me, said Edisu. First he's say not underestimate me and in a second later he underestimate me. What a idiot, thought Naruto. The Hokage wouldn't like it if I harm the brat, but he seems a bit overconfident with his skills. No doubt because he had managed to defeat that weakly Mizuki and now landed a hit on me, so in his own good I should show him how a real shinobi do battle, Edisu thought as he changed at Naruto and Jonin level of speed. I guess he's not playing around anymore, Naruto thought as he lifted his arms up to block Edisu kick and then he pushed him back. Naruto went into his fighting stance and in a burst of speed at Edisu, sending many powerful punches and kicks at him which he only managed to block a few before being overwhelmed by Naruto's attacks, and suddenly Naruto did a high kick to Edisu chin which sent him in the air and Naruto jump up kick him back down. Naruto's fighting stance is the same one that Goku has. He actually managed to do it, Konohamaru thought amazed. Ow, that level of taijutsu takes 2 years to master, so how did he do it, thought Edisu. I say it before and I will say it again, do not underestimate me, Naruto said standing over Edisu before walking away. Wait, Edisu shouted with his remaining strength. Sign what is now? Naruto asked annoyed. Where did you learn to fight like that? Edisu asked curiously. From one hell of a teacher, Naruto said before leaving. Wait for me, boss, Konohamaru said running after Naruto. Current time. Inside the Hokage's office there stood the 9 Jonins who will be this year's senseis. Okay everyone, I will now tell you who will your students, said Hiruzen. Out of the 9 people who was stand in front of Hiruzen there were 3 talented Jonins of the Hidden Leaf Village. First was Kurenai Yuhi, who is one of the best genjutsu user in Konoha. Next was Asuma Sarutobi, who was the son of the 3rd Hokage and a former member of the 12 Guardian Ninja, and finally was Kakashi Hatake, who is one of Konoha's most talented shinobis as he is known throughout the shinobi world, and he was a student of Minato. Team 7 will have Sakura Haruno, Sasuke Uchiha and Naruto Uzumaki, and their sensei will be Kakashi, Hiruzen said, getting a nod from Kakashi. Team 8 will have Kiba Inuzuka, Hinata Hyuga and Shino Aburame, and their sensei will be Kurenai, Hiruzen said, getting a nod from Kurenai. Since Team 9 is still active, so instead Team 10 will have Ino Yamanaka, Choji Akimichi, Shikamaru Naru, and their sensei will be Asuma, Hiruzen said, getting a nod from Asuma. I trust that you all have a test for your teams, Hiruzen said, getting a nod from everyone. Good, then after the test return here to inform me if they are ready or not, Hiruzen said before everyone else left the Hokage's office. Kakashi, there's something I need to discuss with you, said Hiruzen. Sure Lord Hokage, said Kakashi. It's about Naruto. As you know, 7 years a mob of villagers had two Chunin kidnap him and brought to them where they attack him, Hiruzen said while inside he was angrily at what those villagers and Chunin did and when he found who the two Chunin were he had them punished. Yes I know, Kakashi said while inside he was angrily, as Kakashi was one of the Anbu who watch over Naruto, but on the night that Naruto was kidnapped, Kakashi was on a mission and he found out what happened when he returned. But what you don't know is how Naruto was saved, said Hiruzen. That's true, I have always wondered how. Kakashi said as when he found out he wanted to know exactly what happened, but the Hokage refused to tell him or anyone what exactly happened. When my Anbu found Naruto in the abandoned warehouse they found those who were responsible for it, however they were dead, Hiruzen said, shocking Kakashi. How's that possible? Did the seal on the Nine-Tails Fox weaken and harm to kill them? Kakashi asked concerned. No it didn't, as if it did then the whole village would have felt its chakra. They were all killed with wooden spikes, Hiruzen said, shocking Kakashi again. Lord Hokage, are you suggesting what I think you are? Kakashi asked. I am Kakashi. I believe that somehow Naruto possesses wood style, said Hiruzen. But how's that possible, Lord Hokage? Naruto isn't a descendant of the first Hokage and wood style is a mutation instead of actual bloodline. If it was, then wouldn't the first Hokage's son or his grandchildren Tsunade Senju and her younger brother instead, said Kakashi. I don't know, Kakashi, as I only know Naruto is somewhat related to the Senju clan as they and Uzumaki clan were once the Senmaki clan, said Hiruzen. Lord Hokage, please tell me it isn't because of Danzo and those experiments? Kakashi asked angrily. No, as after the attack I had my most trustworthy doctors examine Naruto's blood to see if it's similar to Tenzo's, but thankfully it wasn't, said Hiruzen. Is there anything I should know about Naruto, Lord Hokage? Kakashi asked. Afterwards Naruto changed, he became distinct from anyone, but after what he had been through I don't blame him, but whenever my Anbu tried to follow him they would always lose him and I no longer know where Naruto lives, as he had revealed to me after the incident with Mizuki. He no longer lives in the apartment I had given him but refused to tell me where he lives now, believing that the villagers would find out and vandalize it, which I can understand. However, I told him that if he wants to be promoted to Chunin rank he will have to reveal it, which he agrees, said Hiruzen. I see, so you hope for me to get him to open up and trust people again? Kakashi asked. Is he already plan on doing that? Yes, exactly, that's one of the reasons why I chose you to be his sensei, Kakashi. But before you say, I'd just tell about Naruto's skills, said Hiruzen. With Naruto was currently sitting down at his place at the far back next to a window by himself with his forehead protector around his head, and Naruto had changed the blue cloth of his forehead protector to a black elastic. His eyes were shut, making everyone else in the classroom think that he was sleeping, which was shocking because two most loudest girls, Sakura and Ino, were fighting over who gets to sit next to Sasuke. However, in fact Naruto was in his mindscape playing a game of shogi against the Kyuubi to pass the time, but he had to stop because he had sensed that Hiruka was coming. Alright everyone, I know that all of you are excited, but please be quiet so I can tell you who are your teammates and new sensei, Iruka said, which everyone did. Okay, team 1 will be, Iruka said as he read out the list that the Hokage gave him. Okay, going to skip all the other teams and do the ones that you know. Team 7 is Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno and... Before Iruka could say the third member's name he was interrupted by Sakura. Yes. True love wins in your face, Ino pig, Sakura shouted happily while jumping out of her sit. Sakura. I haven't finished yet, sit down, Iruka shouted. Sorry Iruka-sensei, said Sakura. And as for your third team member, it is Naruto Uzumaki and your sensei will be Kakashi Hitake, said Iruka. Kakashi, he's the last remaining student of his team and possesses the Sharingan in his left. I thought Naruto. Yes, I'm going to be with Sasuke and he will see that we were made for each other, but why do we have to have Naruto, thought Sakura. Great, I'm stuck with a loud fangirl, but at least I got Naruto on the team. Maybe I can learn what makes him so strong, and hopefully this new sensei Kakashi Hitake is a strong shinobi and knows many powerful jutsus, thought Sasuke. Iruka-sensei was a Naruto named the Rookie of the Year, while Sasuke was the second best in our class and Sakura is one of the top kunoichi, so shouldn't the person who is dead last be on their team instead of Sasuke? Shikamaru asked curiously. Well, the Hokage decided to try something different this year, said Iruka. Most likely he wants Kakashi to keep an eye on me while also train Sasuke to master his Sharingan when he finally awakens it, and since Sakura's mother is on the Konoha Council she most like pull some strings to get Sakura on the same team as Sasuke, thought Naruto. Anyways, team 8 will be Kiba Inuzuka, Shino Aburame, Hinata Hyuga and your sensei is Kurina Yuhi, said Iruka. The higher-ups probably pick our team to be a tracker team. It's a smart idea, thought Shino. Yes, I'm going to the alpha on this team and Hinata is pretty cute and hopefully maybe our new sensei is hot, thought Kiba pervertly. I was hoping to be team up with Naruto-kun, but I just hope that I get along with my teammates and sensei and that I don't hold them back in any missions, thought Hinata. And lastly, since Team 9 is still active, the last team will known as Team 10 and its members will be Ino Yamanaka, Shikamaru Nara, Choji Akimichi and your sensei is Asuma Sarutobi however said Iruka. Why do I have Ttobi stuck with the lazy bum and the fat ass? Ino shouted angrily. Hey, I'm not fat, I'm just big bone, Choji shouted before going back to eating his big bag of crisps. Ino, all teams are decided by the Hokage and the council, so if you have a problem speak with them, said Iruka. It's so unfair. Why does Spillboard Brow gets to be with Sasuke-kun while I'm stuck with these two, thought Ino. They probably want to recreate our father's team, the Ino Shikacho, thought Shikamaru. At least I'm with Shikamaru, thought Choji. Now all of you wait here for your new sensei to pick you up, said Iruka. 2 hours later, the only people who were still waiting for their sensei was Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura, while everyone else's sensei had came and pick up their Jonin. Sakura was trying to start a conversation with Sasuke and was failing as Sasuke just ignore her, while Naruto went back playing a game of shogi against the Kyuubi, but there was amount of times you can play it until it gets boring, so he decided to pass the time by getting a drink. As Naruto got up and walked to the door but stopped when he heard Sakura shout his name. Naruto! Where are you going? We're supposed to stay here and wait for our new sensei to finally show up, Sakura shouted. Calm down, I'm just going get a drink, Naruto said before leaving the room. How rude. He could have at least offered to get us one, Sakura thought as she could actually use a drink. After 20 minutes of Sakura continued to try to start a conversation with Sasuke, to which annoyed him greatly, and just then someone new walked in the classroom. Hi there, I'm Kakashi Hitake and I'm your new sensei, Kakashi said, not looking up from his orange book. Kakashi sensei, Naruto's isn't here, Sakura said, which made Kakashi look up and saw that Naruto wasn't there. Where is he then? Kakashi asked curiously. He said he's going to get a drink, but that was 20 minutes ago, said Sakura. Then I guess I'm going to have to go and looking for him, Kakashi said as he turned around back to the door, but to his surprise Naruto was standing there with a can of soda. How did he get behind me undetected, Kakashi thought. About time you show up, Naruto said before taking a sip of his drink. Okay, then meet me on the roof, Kakashi said before disappearing, leaving a couple of leaves. Guess I will see you two up there, Naruto said before he performed the same thing that Kakashi just did, surprising Sasuke and Sakura. On the roof, as Kakashi appeared, he went and sat on the wall, read his book, believing that he got some time to spend, but suddenly in a proof of smoke Naruto appeared and ignored Kakashi and sat down to finish his drink. So he knows the body flicker technique as well, Kakashi thought curiously. After 7 minutes Sasuke and Sakura finally managed to get to the roof. Okay, now that everyone is here, why don't we tell everyone what's our likes, dislikes, hobbies and dreams are, said Kakashi. Kakashi sensei, why don't you go first so we know what to do, said Sakura. Sure, well my name is Kakashi Hitake, my likes and dislikes are, well I can say, my hobbies are, well you three are too young to know, and my dream is, well I don't feel like telling you, said Kakashi. All he told us was his name and we already knew that, thought Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Kakashi Hitake, also known as the copycat ninja and Kakashi of the Sharingan, the son of a famous shinobi Sakumo Hitake, the White Fang of the Leaf. Likes and hobbies are mostly reading a book from Icha Icha series, which is a dirty porn book, and his dislikes are those who abandon their comrades, and his drama is to honor his falling comrades, Naruto said, shocking Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi. How the hell does he know so much about me when he's only just met me, thought Kakashi. He possesses the Sharingan. How's that possible? He isn't a Uchiha, thought Sasuke. How does he know so much about our sensei already, thought Sakura. Naruto, how exactly do you know so much about me? Kakashi asked curiously. Knowledge is power, especially in this world, said Naruto. Okay, how about you go first, Pinky, said Kakashi pointing at Sakura. Don't call me Pinky, Sakura shouted. Well anyways, my name is Sakura Haruno and my likes are. Quick glance Sasuke, and my dislikes are, Ino Pig and. Quick angrily glance at Naruto, my hobbies are. Another quick glance at Sasuke, and my dream is. And another quick glance at Sasuke. What a total fangirl, thought Kakashi and Sasuke. Does she think of anything other than Sasuke, thought Naruto. Okay, how about you, Mr. Moody, Kakashi said pointing at Sasuke. My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I don't like many things and I hate a lot of things. My hobbies are training and learning new jutsu, and I don't have a dream because I'm going to make it into reality. I'm going to kill a certain man and restore my clan, said Sasuke. He's so cool, thought Sakura. Yeah, he's everything what he's profile sides, thought Kakashi. As long as he stays away from me and don't try to use me for his own goals, everything will fine between us, thought Naruto. And finally you, the blondie, Kakashi said pointing at Naruto. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. My likes are reading, fishing and gardening. My dislikes are stupid and annoying people. Quick glance over at Sakura. My hobbies are training and learning new things, and as for my dream, well I guess is to be able to travel, said Naruto. Well at least he seems normal, Kakashi thought. Well anyways, you three ain't Jonin just yet, said Kakashi. What? "But Kakashi-sensei, we passed the exam, didn't?" said Sakura. "Well, that was just to see if you were ready for the true exam," said Kakashi as he stood up. "Meet me tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock in the training ground 7, Kakashi said as turn around to leave. Before I forget, here's so advice for tomorrow: don't eat anything or you'll punk it up," Kakashi said before leaving a couple of leaves. Current time. The next day after the team meeting, at Konoha Training Ground 7 at 12 o'clock. At 12 o'clock stood only two people. Sasuke and Sakura said they had been waiting for their sensei and other teammate of 2 hours and they were annoyed and hungry, but suddenly Kakashi appeared wavering at two of his students and not even being bothered by the angrily looks he was getting from them. "Good morning, you two," said Kakashi. "Where have you been? We had waited for you for over 2 hours. Sakura shouted very loudly and angrily. "Well, you see, I'm making my way here, but a black cat across my path, so I had to go the long way around," said Kakashi. "Don't you dare give us that lame excuses," Sakura shouted. "Anyways, where's Naruto?" Kakashi asked, realizing that Naruto wasn't there. "He hasn't shown up," Sasuke said, slightly jealous because Naruto didn't have to wait 2 hours for Kakashi to finally show up. "Actually, I've been here for the past 20 minutes, Naruto said, sitting on a tree branch, surprising Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura. "What? Why didn't we see or hear you?" Sakura shouted, surprise. "Because you were too busy dreaming about Sasuke and he was busy thinking about revenge," Naruto said, lying completely because thanks to his father's memories he knew that Kakashi is always late unless it was for an important mission, so when he said to be here at 10 o'clock he would actually show up at 12 o'clock. "But how didn't I notice him at all until he spoke?" Kakashi thought, curious. Kakashi then walked over to a rock and place a clock on it before walked back over to Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura, and then he pulled out 2 bells from his pocket. "You 3 have 1 hour. Get these bells from me or all of you will be sent back to the academy," said Kakashi, causing Sasuke and Sakura to tense up while Naruto didn't seem bothered by it at all. "But Kakashi-sensei, there is only 2 bells," said Sakura. "Impressive, Sakura, I didn't know you can count," Naruto said, mocking tone. "Shut up, Naruto," Sakura shouted angrily. "Make me," Naruto said again in a mocking tone, as he knew Sakura wouldn't be able to do anything against him as she barely does any physical activity to get stronger, as she's too focused on her looks to impress Sasuke. Instead try to impress him by showing him that she's a badass kunoichi. Now there's no need for fighting anyway. It means that one of you will be sent back to the academy," said Kakashi. Kakashi shouted, and in that moment Sasuke and Sakura jump into the brushes while Naruto just disappear. I can sense Sasuke is in a tree while Sakura is in the forest, but I can't sense Naruto. How's that possible?" Kakashi thought as he walked into the forest. In the forest, Sakura wasn't hiding or even planning to get the bells from Kakashi. Instead she was walking around the forest shouting very loudly for Sasuke. "Sasuke-kun, where are you, Sasuke-kun?" Sakura shouted, looking for her true love. Suddenly she heard something behind her, and as she around to see what it was, but what she saw both shocked and horrified her. There stood leaning on a tree was Sasuke, who was bleeding badly. Sakura, please help me, Sasuke begged. Sasuke-kun, Sakura said while she was on the edge of crying. Please help me, Sakura, Sasuke said before falling to the ground dead. Sakura screamed and then passed out. As she did, the Sasuke in front of her faded away, and up in the tree sitting on a branch was Kakashi. Maybe I overdid it bit, but she should have seen though the demonic illusion. Hell viewing technique, as her report said that she's one of the most gifted kunoichis of this year's graduation class, Kakashi thought before leaving. Back on the training ground, as Kakashi walked out forest, he quickly took out a kunai and blocked the incoming shuriken that were for his head. He has some good aim there, thought Kakashi as he watched Sasuke out behind a tree. "So you decided that you would be the first to try to get the bell," said Kakashi. "Don't underestimate me, I'm not like the other two, I'm far better than them," Sasuke said as went his clan's fighting stance, the interceptor style. "That is yet to be seen," said Kakashi, who just stood. Sasuke changed at Kakashi at a tuning level of speed which surprised him, and he then continued to block and dodge Sasuke's attacks, which impressive Kakashi by how far skilled Sasuke was in taijutsu, because he was managing to push him back bit. However, Sasuke jumped away and threw several shurikens and kunais at Kakashi, who managed to dodge all of them with ease. However, he did fell for a trap that Sasuke laid out for him, where several move kunai and shuriken were fired at him when Sasuke picked up one the kunais that thrown and used it to cut a rope line. As Kakashi dodged all of Sasuke's shurikens and kunais, Sasuke quickly ran at Kakashi and once again engaged Kakashi in taijutsu, but as Kakashi managed to dodge and block Sasuke's attacks, he quickly realized that Sasuke wasn't truly trying to fight him but instead distract Kakashi as he got closer to grab one of the bells from Kakashi. Upon realizing what Sasuke's aim was, Kakashi saw Sasuke that was about to grab one of the bells. Kakashi managed to jump away in the nick of time, but Sasuke managed to slightly touch one of the bells. Okay, now that was close. This kid is pretty good, I got be careful with him around or else, thought Kakashi. As Kakashi jumped away, Sasuke thought that he needed to up his game if he wanted to pass the exam, so he began to do hand signs. Fire style. Fireball Jutsu, Sasuke said as he let out a middle-sized fireball through his mouth. As the fireball headed towards Kakashi, who just stood there out of shock. How can a mere Jonin be capable of doing a C-rank fire ninjutsu technique, thought Kakashi. As the fireball engulfed Kakashi, Sasuke saw that this was his chance, so he quickly ran over to Kakashi to grab of the bells, but to his surprise he couldn't find he anyway. Where the hell is he? Behind me, above, Sasuke thought as he tried to find where Kakashi was. But suddenly something grabbed Sasuke's ankles, and as he looked down to see what it was, he saw Kakashi's head sticking out of the ground. Looking for me, Kakashi said before he pulled Sasuke underground, leaving only his head by using the earth style double suicide decapitation jutsu, after which Kakashi came out of the ground and kneeling down in front of Sasuke. Well, Sasuke, I got to admit you are indeed talented. I didn't expect to be pushed this far, Kakashi said before he got up and walked away. You can't leave me like this, Sasuke shouted angrily. Just then Sakura, who had regained conscious, walked out from the forest, but only to see Sasuke's head on the floor. Sakura screamed in terror. Sakura, I'm not dead, it's just that the rest of my body is buried underneath, said Sasuke. Don't worry Sasuke-kun, I will get you out of this, Sakura said as she ran over to help Sasuke. Suddenly Naruto appeared and started walking towards Kakashi. So there you are, I was wondering where you got it, said Kakashi. But seriously, where the hell did he go? I couldn't sense him anyway at all, thought Kakashi. Naruto, help me get Sasuke out of this, Sakura demanded. However, Naruto just ignored her and continued to walk over to Kakashi with a serious look on his face. So you want to take a chance and try to get the bells by yourself? Then let's see if you have better luck than Sasuke did, said Kakashi. Well, I wanted to pass your test, but also I want to fight against someone who is actually strong, Naruto said. He just went into his fighting stance, which made Kakashi curious as he hadn't seen stance before. Naruto, in a burst of speed that was Jonin level, charged at Kakashi, which caught him by surprise, while to Sasuke and Sakura he just disappear and reappear in front of Kakashi. As Naruto attacked Kakashi with his taijutsu, to which he actually managed to land his blows on Kakashi, who could only block and dodge them at the best of his ability, and Naruto then flip upside down in the air and start to kick Kakashi to distract him while he used his hands to grab one of the bells of Kakashi's belt. However, Kakashi saw that Naruto was trying to the same thing that Sasuke had tried before, so he kicked Naruto in his chest to get him away. He's a lot far faster and stronger than the avenged Jonin, Kakashi thought while also thinking about a certain Bushido Shinobi. As Naruto managed to land his feet back on the ground, he then did a couple hand signs and said Shadow Clone Jutsu, which surprised Kakashi as he didn't know that Naruto knew that jutsu. In a proof of smoke, 10 more Narutos appear, who all then change at Kakashi while the real Naruto disappear into the forest. Now then, where did the real one run off to? Kakashi thought as he managed to land a single blow on each of the clones, then made his way into the forest to find the real Naruto. However, as Kakashi walked in the forest, suddenly he sensed something was coming, and just then a big gust of wind came out and smacked Kakashi, which sent him flying into a couple of trees. And as Kakashi lay down by the fallen trees, he had one thought going through his head. That was a wind style, but the Hokage told me that Naruto had shown that he possessed both lightning and fire chakra natures, so how can he perform wind style jutsus as well, thought Kakashi as he picked himself up of the ground, but to kick in the back by Naruto. Okay, I see that you definitely ain't playing around, Kakashi said as he picked himself up again while also looking at Naruto. This is battle, so why would I? Naruto said as he released his sword from its seal, which shocked Kakashi as he recognized the sword that Naruto was holding. That sword. It's Kushina's the Midnight Sword, but how or where did he get his hands on it, thought Kakashi. Kakashi quickly brought out from his back pocket 2 kunais and held one in each of his hands to block Naruto's attacks with his sword. Naruto then changed at Kakashi at same level of speed as before, and as he got to Kakashi he did a upper slice at him, to which cut part of Kakashi's Konoha's flak jacket, but he managed to block with his kunais by doing a X shape. However, Naruto was able to break free and swing his sword around and cut Kakashi's left arm, causing it to bleed, and he followed it up with a kick to Kakashi's side, which push. Okay, I'm actually having a bit of trouble here, thought Kakashi. Naruto continued his assault on Kakashi, who could only avoid them and then block until Naruto had enough and start to channel chakra through his sword, causing it to glow brightly, and with one upper swing Naruto managed to shatter both Kakashi's kunais into pieces. That was chakra flow. Okay, seriously, how does he know to do that? Kakashi thought as he avoided Naruto's next attacks by jumping away from him. However, he saw Naruto wasn't coming at him, which confused Kakashi. Leaf Ninja Art. Yanagi technique, Naruto said before he began to wave his sword back and forth, which caused Kakashi to hallucinate, and with his guard down, Naruto began freely cut Kakashi, where to Kakashi he saw multiple waving arms out to slash them. However, eventually he managed to break, and once he did he immediately jumped away from Naruto. That was a genjutsu, the Leaf Ninja Art, Yanagi technique, but his records say that he wasn't good in genjutsu. So he really was trained by him then, Kakashi thought. The only reason why that worked on Kakashi was because he didn't expect Naruto to be able to use genjutsu. That's a interesting technique you got there, Naruto. Your record said you weren't any good at doing genjutsu, so how you perform it? Kakashi asked curiously. Though hard work, Naruto said simply. Fair enough, Kakashi said before he jumped to the trees, but as he was about to reach a branch, something flew past him and cut the branch completely, forcing Kakashi to land back on the floor. But just as he turned around to see whatever it was, Kakashi saw Naruto, instead of channeling normal chakra though his sword, he was channeling wind chakra and swung it in a horizontal slash and shouted wind slash, where he created a crescent-shaped blade of wind. The blade of wind flew at Kakashi at a very quick phase. However, thanks to Kakashi's quick reflexes, he just managed to avoid Naruto's deadly technique, although he did receive a deep cut on his bottom left leg. But the technique didn't stop there, as it continued and went on and cut down 2 trees that were behind Kakashi. What was that technique just now? I've never seen or even heard of such technique before, Kakashi thought in shock. However, Kakashi quickly snapped out of his shock when he saw Naruto was about to unleash another one of his attacks at him, to which Kakashi continued to make his way out of the forest, but only to be chased after by Naruto, who continued to unleash more of his wind slashes at Kakashi, which cut down many trees. As Kakashi jumped out of the forest and landed in the middle of the training ground, he saw that Sakura had finally finished digging Sasuke out. But just then Naruto walked out of the forest with revealing his sword so that he could perform some hand signs. Lighting style. Lighting roar, Naruto said as he let out a blast of lighting through his mouth, and it destroyed everything in its path, and because of its speed and large range, Kakashi couldn't escape in time and was completely hit by it. Sasuke and Sakura stare at Naruto's attack in awe and shock. What was that jutsu, thought Sakura. Where did he learn that jutsu, thought Sasuke. However, as the smoke cleared, it revealed Kakashi was there, and for a second Sasuke and Sakura thought that Naruto had completely destroyed Kakashi, but just Kakashi appeared behind Naruto in a crouch position and his hands form a tiger seal. Second rule of being a shinobi, Naruto: never let your enemy get behind you, said Kakashi. Konohagakure, most secret and sacred technique. 1,000 years of death, Kakashi said as he inserted his index and middle fingers at Naruto's rectum. But as he did, the Naruto in front of him exploded, causing a massive explosion. Fortunately though for Kakashi, he managed to evade the explosion just in time. That was the clone grade explosion. First he knows the shadow clone jutsu, and now this, where is he learning all these techniques from, thought Kakashi. The real Naruto quickly ran out of the forest and threw a couple of kunais and shurikens at Kakashi, who managed to dodge them. However, before Naruto continued his attack on Kakashi, the alarm clock rang, meaning that the test was over. Afterwards, Naruto and Sasuke stood next to wooden poles while Sakura was tied to one with Kakashi stood in front of them. Okay, seeing that none of you, let's talk what went wrong, said Kakashi. Sakura, you were too occupied trying to find Sasuke to even do anything to pass the test, and you failed to notice that you got caught by my genjutsu, said Kakashi. Sasuke, while you did try to get the bells off me and you did a good job in trying, however you didn't thought about working with the others, believing that they would have hold you back, said Kakashi. Naruto, you were the same as Sasuke, while you did a good job trying, but you didn't try to work with either Sasuke or Sakura, said Kakashi. However, I got to pass them, or the civilian council will be pissed off that didn't pass Sasuke because they want me to train him in everything that I know, and Sakura's mother will get them angrily, and as for Naruto, the Hokage wants me to keep an eye on him, and after seeing this I can understand why, thought Kakashi. Actually, Kakashi-sensei, I did manage to get both bells from you, Naruto said, holding them in his hands. Kakashi, Sasuke and Sakura just stare at Naruto in shock. No way he actually managed to get them while Sasuke-kun couldn't, thought Sakura. How did he get them, and when I couldn't, thought Sasuke. When did he get them off me, thought Kakashi. Naruto, when did you manage to get them? Kakashi asked curiously. I took them off you when I had you under my genjutsu, said Naruto. Makes sense, but still, how did he manage to grab them? He was far away, Kakashi thought, unaware that Naruto had used his chakra mold ability to grab them during his attack. Then why didn't you say that you got them off me? Kakashi asked curiously. Because I wanted to see how I fare against you, said Naruto. Okay, well done, Naruto. However, as for Sasuke and Sakura, you two will also pass the test because I believe disputes your problems. You two have potential to become great shinobi in the future, Kakashi said, making up an excuse as to why they truly pass. It is most likely he doesn't want to get in trouble with the civilian council for failing Sasuke and Sakura, thought Naruto. So now on we Team 7, said Kakashi. Yes, I'm going to be with Sasuke no matter what, Sakura thought happily. He seems pretty good, maybe he can help me get stronger, thought Sasuke. Okay, let's meet at the Hokage's mansion for our first mission as a team, said Kakashi. As Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura left Kakashi alone. He had one thought going through his head. The Hokage is going to want to know what happened, Kakashi thought as he walked towards the Hokage's office. The current time. In someone else's point of view. Deep within the forest that surrounded Konohagakure, something was running as fast as it could away from Konoha, and if someone could see in its eyes they'd be able to see it at hope of escaping. I'm almost there and I'll never have to deal with that thing ever again, the creature thought hopefully. I think it went this way, someone shouted very loudly. Damn it. I thought I had lost them, the creature thought, but just then in a golden flash someone with violet animal-like eyes appeared right in front of the creature, causing the creature stop and stare at the person in fear as the creature's instincts told it to not mess with this person, and before the creature could anything the person reach out and grab hold of the creature. Damn it. The creature thought in despair. Kakashi-sensei, I've caught the cat, said the person. Back to normal point of view. Great work, Naruto. I think that's a new record for catching Tora, Kakashi said over the headset. But Kakashi-sensei, Sasuke-kun and I did all the work while Naruto did nothing until now. Shouldn't he get in trouble for not helping us sooner? Sakura complained. Well, actually Sakura, I thought that you and Sasuke needed to improve your stamina and I saw this opportunity to help you, Naruto said, completely lying, as in truth he found it funny seeing Sasuke and Sakura failing at trying to catch a cat. Shut up, Naruto, or else, Sakura shouted angrily. Or else what? Your threads don't scare me, Haruno said Naruto. Now everyone just calm down. Naruto, can you bring Tora back to the village, but be careful, she might try to escape, said Kakashi. Sure thing, Kakashi-sensei, said Naruto. Although it kind of makes you wonder why it runs away a lot, Naruto thought curiously as he walked back to Konoha with Tora. At the Hokage's office. That explains it, Naruto thought as look at the scene in front of him. As right in front of him Naruto watches Madame Shijimi, the wife of Daimyo of the Land of Fire, hug/strangled her cat Tora. I kind of feel like I shouldn't have brought it back, Naruto thought, actually feeling sorry for the cat. Great job Team 7. Now as for your next mission, you can choose from helping with the client's grocery, paint another client fence, or babysit, said Iruka. Tora, come back, shouted Madame Shijimi. Or now bring Tora back to Madame Shijimi, said Iruka. No way. Sasuke-kun deserves a far better mission than any of these pointless ones, Sakura shouted, which Sasuke agreed with but didn't say anything. These mission ain't pointless, Sakura, they are to help you to improve your teamwork for future mission that are higher in rank, Iruka explained. I need harder missions so that I can become even stronger, said Sasuke. You're not ready for them. You're just a brand new Jonin team, said Iruka. Iruka, if they think they are ready for a higher rank mission, why don't we just give them a C rank? Kanmaki, if you think they're ready, Kakashi? Asked Hiruzen. Yeah sure, Kakashi said as he continued to read his book. Okay then, please bring in the client, Hiruzen said to a Jonin. After a couple of minutes, old man walked in the room. These are the shinobi that I hire, they look like they belong in school, said the old man. Mr. Tazuna, please don't underestimate my shinobis because of their age, said Hiruzen. I'm just saying that I wanted real shinobi, not children. Before Tazuna could finish his sentence, he felt something sharp against his neck, and as he looked down he saw Naruto, who was holding a kunai against his neck. Tazuna could finish his sentence, he felt something against his chin, and as he looked down he saw Naruto, whose right fist was his chin. Listen to our Hokage and don't underestimate me, got it, Naruto said in a serious tone, which scared Tazuna. While all of this was happening, everyone else in the room all thought about what just happened. How did he get there so fast? Thought Sakura. How is he able to move like that? Sasuke thought. At least I know that this mission isn't going to be that difficult, as it being a C rank and having Naruto will just make it that more easier, thought Kakashi. So Kakashi wasn't overestimated about Naruto's speed, thought Hiruzen. I still find it hard to believe that a new Jonin has that kind of power, thought Iruka. What the hell? Tazuna thought, terrified. Now Naruto, it's bad for business to threaten the client, said Hiruzen. Yes Hokage-san, Naruto said as he pulled his kunai away and then walked back to where he was standing a moment ago. As you can see, Tazuna, do not underestimate my shinobi, even the Jonins, said Hiruzen. Why yeah sure, Tazuna said, who was still a bit scared. Okay team, let's meet at the West Gate in 2 hours and bring only the things that you need, said Kakashi. 4 hours at Konoha's West Gate. Right now Sasuke and Sakura were waiting for Kakashi and Naruto for over 2 hours. Where the hell are they? Sakura shouted angrily. Why do I always get stuck alone with her? Sasuke thought in despair, but just then Kakashi appeared with Tazuna. Yo, Kakashi said simply. Where the hell have you been for 2 hours? Sakura shouted angrily. Well, you see, I got lost on the path of life, Kakashi said with a lame excuses. Bullshit, Sakura shouted angrily. Kakashi then noticed that Sasuke now had a brown leather harness which ran across his chest and fastened over both his shoulders with a tanto strapped to the right side of the back of his shoulder. It's just like what Shisui had. I didn't know you knew how to use a Tanto, Sasuke said Kakashi. I decided to learn how to use it to get my revenge, as this Tanto once belonged to my cousin Shisui Uchiha, said Sasuke. In this story lore, Sasuke's grandfather was Kagami Uchiha, who was the father of Fugaku, and Akaru Uchiha, who was the mother of Shisui Uchiha. Anyway, where's Naruto? Kakashi asked. He hasn't shown up yet, Sasuke said, and once again he was jealous of Naruto for not having to stand around waiting. However, just as Sakura said that, Naruto appeared right in front of everyone. Is it time to leave? Naruto asked simply. Yeah, 2 hours ago. Where the hell have you been? Sakura shouted angrily. Around, and besides I have already told you twice that Kakashi is always late by 2 hours for missions, said Naruto. Anyways, is everyone ready, because it's going to take us a couple of days to get the Land of Waves, said Kakashi. Wait. Sakura shouted. Yes, what is it, Sakura? Kakashi asked. Naruto doesn't have anything with him for the mission, said Sakura. What's the point of carry things whilst I can just seal them into a scroll? Naruto said. He pulled out a scroll. He knows how to seal things. Sure, the storage scrolls are easiest to learn, but still, who taught him how to do that, thought Kakashi. Then seal both Maya and Sasuke-kun's bags in there as well, said Sakura. No, Naruto said simply. Why not? Sakura shouted angrily. Because it isn't my fault that you don't know how to seal things yourself, said Naruto. Kakashi-sensei, make Naruto seal our things as well, said Sakura. I will not, because he has a point. Storage scroll are useful in our line of work, so you two really should learn how to do it yourselves as well, but until then you will have to carry your things the old-fashioned way, said Kakashi. After that, all of Team 7 and Tazuna left the village and made their way to the Land of Waves, and as they walked, Sakura decided that it was a perfect time to ask Tazuna a couple of questions about his homeland. So Tazuna, why didn't you hire any shinobi from the Land of Waves, said Sakura. Sakura, not every nation has a shinobi village, said Kakashi. How come, Kakashi-sensei? Sakura asked curiously. Many nations can't afford the funding for a shinobi village as it is costly, said Kakashi. Oh, I see, said Sakura. However, in the Land of Iron, instead of having shinobi they have samurais, said Kakashi. Samurais, said Sasuke. Masters of Kenjutsu, and the ones from the Land of Iron, said Kakashi. Interesting, thought Sasuke. As they continued their way, they saw a puddle in the middle of the road, which was strange because it hasn't rained for the couple days, and as they passed it, only Naruto and Kakashi knew the truth, while Tazuna, Sasuke and Sakura didn't have a quote. Suddenly metal chains appeared wrap around Kakashi, and then two men appear with large clawed gauntlet which had one end of the chains around Kakashi attached to it. One had the gauntlet of his right hand whilst the other had it on his left hand. Both of them had shoulder-length wild dark brown hair and dark eyes. He wore a rebreather that covered the lower half of his face like Kakashi with his mask, a camouflage suit with bandages around his waists, dark-colored knee-length sandals, and a ragged black cape, and around his forehead he had the Kirigakure headband. However, one had a single horn on it whilst the other had two horns on his. Then both men pulled on the chains which tear Kakashi in pieces. Sakura screamed in horror. 1 down 4 to go, said the one with only one horn. This is going too easy, brother, said the one with two horns. Then both men changed at Sasuke and Sakura, who were standing next to Tazuna and were going cut his with claws on their gauntlet which had poison on them. However, before they could, Naruto threw a kunai in the middle of the chains which stopped them in their tracks. Nice move, kid, said the one with only one horn. But is no way enough to stop us, said the one with two horns. Both men then press a hidden button within their gauntlets that detach the chain, freeing them from Naruto's kunai. However, as one of them continued to go at Tazuna while the other brother went at Naruto. You're dead, kid, said the one with two horns. No, I'm not, Naruto said as he used his superior speed and reflexes to jump above the man, and then with his sword Naruto pierced through the man's right shoulder. The man screamed in pain. Brother. The other man shouted with concern for his brother. You really shouldn't look away from an enemy, you know, said a voice behind him, and as the man quickly turned his head he saw the man that he and his brother had just killed, who then knocked him out cold. Kakashi-sensei, you're alive, but how? Sakura said, relief. I use the replacement technique to allow them to think they kill me, said Kakashi. Isn't that a bit dangerous, said Tazuna. I did it to see who they were aiming for, said Kakashi. Look at Tazuna seriously. What do you mean, Tazuna asked, getting nervously. They were after you, Tazuna. Care to explain why? Kakashi asked curiously. Fine, you got me. These men were hired to kill me by Goto, said Tazuna. Wait, Goto for Goto Shipping Company? Why would he do that? Kakashi asked curiously. Because he has taken over my whole village by force, said Tazuna. How did he do that, Tazuna-san? Sakura asked curiously. My village only has one way of getting anything, that is though shipping, and Goto knew this, so he took out any competition, raised the price, and had hired army of bandits and thugs so that if anybody tries anything against Goto they would kill by them, Tazuna explained. But why would he send men after you? Kakashi asked curiously. Because I'm trying to build a bridge which will connect us to the mainland, said Tazuna. Which will end Goto's rule over your village, said Kakashi. Yes, exactly, that's why he wants me dead, because without me the bridge will never be finished, said Tazuna. Tazuna then went on his hands and feet in front of Team 7. I beg you please continue the mission, and Tazuna beg. You pay for a C-rank mission, meaning that we will fight off bandits and thugs. Yeah sure, but after these two it's obvious that Gato has higher shinobi, which will make this A-rank mission, but I think you knew that, said Kakashi. That was all money we could muster up, but if you complete the mission we will pay you in full, said Tazuna. I don't know, Kakashi said, because he did wanted to help Tazuna, but it will mean putting his Jinan in danger. Kakashi-sensei, I believe we should continue on with the mission, said Naruto. Naruto, this is serious, we can just rush ahead, said Kakashi. That's not what I'm saying, we take our time and plan ahead, and also you are missing one important thing that we can achieve for the village if we success in this mission, said Naruto. And what's that? Kakashi asked curiously. We can create a trade route for our land with the Land of Waves, said Naruto. Naruto then looked at Tazuna, who nodded his head, agreeing with Naruto's idea. That's true, creating another trade route will be great for the village and the Land of Fire, thought Kakashi. What do you two think? Kakashi asked his other two students. I say we continue on, said Sasuke. This may be a good opportunity to test my strength, thought Sasuke. Yeah, we got to finish this mission, said Sakura. I can't let Sasuke-kun down, thought Sakura. Okay Tazuna, we will continue the mission, said Kakashi. Thank you so much, said Tazuna. As they continued their way to Land of Waves, they had to stop and had to hire a rowboat to get there, and as they got closer they saw something huge within the mist. What's that? Sakura asked. Well, that people is, said Tazuna. As they got closer it revealed a massive unfinished bridge. My bridge, said Tazuna. Wow, it's huge, said Sakura. Well yeah, it has to be, said Tazuna. Because of how many people will be using it, said Naruto. Yes exactly, said Tazuna. The rower then informed them that he couldn't take them all the way because Gato's man may spot them, and as they finally reached land Naruto sensed something in a brush, so he threw a kunai at it, but then a pure white rabbit ran out from the brush, scared. Naruto, you massive idiot, you almost hurt that poor bunny rabbit, Sakura shouted angrily. No, there was something there a moment again, I know it, thought Naruto. Wait, that rabbit's fur is white, it doesn't belong in this land, thought Kakashi. Suddenly Kakashi sensed something headed straight for them. Everyone, get down, Kakashi shouted. As they all ducked in time, a large blade flew past them and was embedded in a tree, and then a man appeared standing on it. The man was tall and noticeably muscular build with pale skin. He had black hair and brown eyes. He had bandages around the lower half of his face and his forehead protector was sideways. He was shirtless but had a belt going across his chest and wore baggy pants and mimetic wrist warmer extending up to his elbows with matching legs warmer. That sword, it's the Executioner Blade, one of the 7 swords of the mist, so it's Yuzabuzama Mochi, the demon of the mist, said Kakashi. I'm flattered that Kakashi Hitake, the copycat ninja, knows who I am, said Zabuza. So Gato has even hired you as well, asked Kakashi. Yeah, so why don't you choose the easy way out and just hand over the bridge builder, said Zabuza. I can't do that, Zabuza, said Kakashi. Well, in that case, said Zabuza. Zabuza then ripped his blade from the tree and jumped onto the lake and was standing on it. It's the hard way then, said Zabuza. Current time. Stay back and guard Tazuna while I'll handle Zabuza, said Kakashi. But how will you handle me if you can't even see me, Zabuza said as he began doing a couple of hand signs. Hidden mist, just to Zabuza said before a thick mist appeared which covered everything, making it impossible to see anything, and Zabuza disappeared within the mist. He's going to do the silent killing technique, it's his village's specialty, thought Kakashi. Suddenly Zabuza appeared in the middle of Tazuna, Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura and was about to cut them in half with his executioner blade, however as he was stopped by Naruto, who blocked it with his sword. Oh, impressive, Amir Jinan managed to block my attack so well, Zabuza said before disappearing in the mist again. I have no choice, I have to use it, said Kakashi. Kakashi then lifted up his headband to reveal his other eye, which was red with 3 tomoe in it. Are you famous, the Sharingan eye, Zabuza said within the mist. So Naruto wasn't lying, he actually does possess the Sharingan, but how did he obtain it, thought Sasuke. The Sharingan? What's that? Sakura asked curiously. The Sharingan is the legendary bloodline of my clan, the Uchiha, which allows us to see their opponents' movements and copy them, as well as cast powerful genjutsu over them just by looking into our eyes, Sasuke said with pride. Wow, that's amazing, Sakura said amazed. But suddenly everyone felt an overwhelming sense of killer instinct coming from within the mist. 8. Which should I choose? The liver, lungs, spine, heart, kidneys, throat, larynx, subclavian artery, and the last the brain, said Zabuza within the mist. He's using his killer instinct to try and intimidate us, thought Kakashi. It's a good thing that Kurama helped train me to be able to withstand killing instinct, thought Naruto. Sakura was so scared of Zabuza's killer instinct she couldn't even move an inch. Why are I shaking so much, Sasuke thought as he looked down at his hand which was shaking. I got to make it go away, Sasuke thought as he lifted one of his kunais closer to his throat, but he stopped when he heard Kakashi's voice. Sasuke, calm down. I promise you that I wouldn't allow any of you get hurt, okay, Kakashi said, hoping to calm Sasuke's nervous, which it did. I wouldn't make promises that you can keep, Kakashi, Zabuza said as he appeared behind him and was ready to attack. However, Kakashi quickly brought a kunai and sliced Zabuza's throat just in time, but instead of blood there was water. Then Zabuza's whole body turned into a puddle of water. A water clone, then that means, Kakashi thought as he turned his head just to see Zabuza, who then cut Kakashi in half. However, just like Zabuza, both halves of Kakashi turned into puddles of water. He made a water clone just like I did, damn it, that copycat shit, thought Zabuza. This over, Zabuza, Kakashi said as he held a kunai against Zabuza's throat. I don't think so, Zabuza said as he then turned in another puddle of water. Another water clone, thought Kakashi. Zabuza then appeared behind Kakashi and kicked him in the back. However, Kakashi managed to turn around and block it, but the force from it sent him flying into the lake. As Kakashi tried to channel his chakra so he will be able to stand on the water, he felt something wrong with the water, like it was heavier, and that was when Kakashi realized why, but it was too late because Zabuza was standing over him. Water prison jutsu, Zabuza said as he held his left hand out and the water around Kakashi formed into a ball, trapping both Kakashi and Zabuza's left hand. Damn it, I fell right into his trap, thought Kakashi. Haha, I can't believe you fell for it, said Zabuza. Oh no, he captured Kakashi sensei, Sakura said, worry for her sensei. Just great, Sasuke said, annoyed and a bit worried. This is really bad, said Tazuna. However, unlike everyone else's reaction, Naruto's was different. So be it, Naruto said as he walked towards Zabuza and Kakashi with his in hand. I may have to reveal more of my skill, thought Naruto. Oh, so you think you can save your sensei, do you, said Zabuza. Naruto, you got chance against someone like him, said Kakashi. Yeah, you better listen to your sensei or else, said Zabuza. However, just kept walking towards them, and when he reached the water, Naruto then started to channel chakra, though his feet like Zabuza is doing, to allow him to walk on the water. He knows the water surface walking practice, so he taught Naruto that as well, Kakashi thought curiously. I don't have time to waste on a mere Jinan like you, Zabuza said as he did a hand sign with his free hand. Water clone jutsu, Zabuza said, and then suddenly the water in front of Zabuza rose and formed into another Zabuza. Deal with him, said the real Zabuza. The water clone then drew out its own executioner blade and changed at Naruto, and everyone thought it was the end for the blonde hair leaf Jinan, but in a blink of an eye it was over. Naruto was a bit closer to real Zabuza while the water clone was now headless before it turned back into water. Everyone just stood where they were in shock. What the, said Sakura. No way, said Sasuke. How did he do that, said Tazuna. Where did he learn to do something like that, thought Kakashi. Impressive, kid, I didn't expect something like that, said Zabuza. Or this, Naruto said as he channeled one of his chakra mold, though his left hand as it wasn't holding his sword, and then as he lifted his hand up, a gold chain that was made out of Naruto's chakra shot out from his. What the fuck is this, Zabuza said in shock. What is that? Said Sakura. What are those things? Sasuke thought curiously. Those are the same chains that Kushina had. So he possesses the same as his mother, Kakashi thought in shock. Naruto chains headed straight for Zabuza's left wrist, and as he saw them coming, Zabuza knew that he didn't have a choice but to release his water prison. However, as he did, Naruto's chains did manage to cut Zabuza's left palm, and when Kakashi saw this he was shocked again. Wait, Kushina's chains could do physical harm, only suppress someone's chakra or be used in sealing, so how come Naruto's chains can? Kakashi thought as he made his way back to the other. Kakashi-sensei, are you alright? Sakura shouted, concern for her sensei. No, using the Sharingan uses a lot of chakra, and with the water prison jutsu which weakens the person who is captured by it, I'm going to need a minute, said Kakashi. But will Naruto be able to hold out that long? Sakura asked, concerned for her teammate. I hope so, said Kakashi, but after doing the bell test and now seeing it shows that Naruto has more up his sleeves, and I have faith that he will be okay, thought Kakashi. Damn it. What the hell are those things, thought Zabuza. The chakra chain then retreated back into Naruto's palm. Interesting trick you got there, kid, said Zabuza. Naruto didn't say anything, instead he just disappeared in a burst of speed, and then he reappeared straight in front of Zabuza and began to attack Zabuza with his sword. However, Zabuza did manage to block them with his executioner blade thanks to all of his experienced swordsmanship. He's actually pretty good with kenjutsu, Zabuza thought while actually being impressed. As Naruto and Zabuza battle in kenjutsu, shocking both Sasuke and Sakura. However, just then Zabuza kicked the water to splash Naruto, making him back off for a second, which allows Zabuza to begin his attacks on his, but because of Naruto's speed and Sharingan, Zabuza couldn't land any hits on Naruto until he managed to kick Naruto's sword out of his hands when Naruto tried to attack Zabuza from behind, but Zabuza did a back kick which disarmed Naruto. Then he swung his executioner blade down upon Naruto but was blocked by something else. Naruto had channeled his chakra mold and had created almost identical executioner blade, but it was a gold glowing malleable chakra version of the executioner blade. It's like a gold version of Kinshiki Otsutsuki Till creation technique. What the fuck? Zabuza thought in shock. What is that? Sasuke asked curiously. That's not possible, Kakashi said in shock. What's not possible, Kakashi-sensei? Sakura asked curiously. It's the thing that Naruto has just created, it's the same as the chain, said Kakashi. How can Naruto create other things while Kushina couldn't? Thought Kakashi curiously. Damn it kid, another trick, said Zabuza. A true shinobi should have more than just one trick, said Naruto. True enough, said Zabuza. Then Zabuza and Naruto both jump away from each other and Zabuza saw that Naruto wasn't having any difficulty holding his version of the executioner blade at all, which was strange because for someone to be able to lift the executioner blade they need to be strong, and the reason why Naruto wasn't having difficulty was simple because the blade was made from his unique Uzumaki chakra, meaning every weapon he can make from it will weigh nothing to him, but to anybody else it will be like the real thing. But suddenly two kunais came flying at Zabuza, who managed to block them with ease. Then Kakashi appeared standing next to Naruto. Naruto, I'll handle this, so go back to the others, said Kakashi. No Kakashi-sensei, said Naruto. What? Why? Asked Kakashi. Because you still haven't fully recovered yet and you might get recapture, said Naruto. Fine, but just be careful, said Kakashi. Enough of this, Zabuza said before he began doing hand signs. Kakashi saw this within began doing exactly the same hand signs as Zabuza thanks to his Sharingan eye. Water style. Water dragon jutsu, Zabuza said as a dragon made out of water rose from the lake behind him. Water style. Water dragon jutsu, Kakashi said as a dragon made out of water rose from the lake behind him. Then both water dragons change and clash against each other, causing a large splash of water. He was able to copy and perform my jutsu, thought Zabuza. Zabuza then saw Naruto doing a couple of hand signs which he recognized. Water style. Water tidal waves, Naruto said as he unleashed a large water tidal waves towards Zabuza. He already has 4 chakra natures, Kakashi thought, surprised. What the hell? Is he really just a Jonin? Zabuza thought in shock. As Naruto's water jutsu slammed into Zabuza, which then sent him into a tree, but Zabuza did manage to pick himself up until a couple senbon came flying out of nowhere and hit his neck, dropping him. Then in a tree above Zabuza appeared a person wear a standard Karagakure pinstripes outfit which stop at his knees with an green haori with white trimming over it, and around his waist a brown slash, as well as sandals with an Anbu Black Ops mask with the symbol of the Hidden Mist Village on it which hided his face completely. Thank you for dealing with Zabuza for me, I have been tracking him for a while now, the masked man said before he disappeared and then reappeared next to Zabuza. Kakashi-sensei. Who is that? Sakura asked curiously. That Sakura is a hunter nin, said Kakashi. A hunter nin? Sakura asked curiously. They specialist in tracking Rouge shinobi from their village, said Kakashi, but for his voice sounds only a bit older than these three, thought Kakashi. I will be taking my leave, the masked man said before disappear. Okay, let's continue on out, Missy. Before Kakashi could finish he passed out of the floor. Kakashi-sensei. His 3 Jonin shouted concern for their sensei. The current time. In the land of waves and inside Tazana's home within one of its rooms was Kakashi resting up after his fight against Zabuza. As after Kakashi had passed out, Tazana offered to carry him so that the remaining members of Team 7 could protect him properly, and once they got to Tazana's house they laid him down to rest. As Tazana's daughter Tsunami was walking up the stairs she heard a noise coming from the room where they put Kakashi in, and as she opened the door she saw that Kakashi was starting to wake up, so she quickly went back downstairs to inform everyone, who then all went upstairs to see Kakashi. Where am I? Kakashi asked as he rubbed his eyes. Kakashi-sensei. You're finally awake, Sakura shouted happily. What happened? Kakashi asked curiously. Well, after your fight with Zabuza we took you straight to Tazana's house to recover, said Sakura. I see, so how long was I out? Kakashi asked curiously. Just a day, said Sasuke. So are you alright now, Kakashi? Asked Tazana. Yeah, it's a side effect of using the Sharingan, said Kakashi. Side effect? Sasuke asked confused as he never heard of a side effect using the Sharingan like that. Well, you see, I'm not actually from the Uchiha clan like you, Sasuke, so I didn't get the Sharingan naturally, and because I'm not a Uchiha it puts a lot of stress on my body from using it, Kakashi explained. If it does that much damage to you, Kakashi-sensei, then why do you use it then? Sakura asked curiously. Because during my career as a shinobi and I have face off against strong opponents, so I had no choice but to use it, said Kakashi. I questions for you, Kakashi-sensei, said Sasuke. What is it, Sasuke? Kakashi asked while he already had a good idea of what it is. How exactly did you get my clan's bloodline in the first place? Sasuke asked curiously. For my former teammate Obito Uchiha, said Kakashi. Obito Uchiha? That's my mother's younger brother name, Sasuke said in shock. Yes, Sasuke, as I was a teammate and friend to your uncle, said Kakashi. I know that Obito wasn't Mikoto Uchiha's younger brother, but I thought it would be interesting. Then how did you get it then? Sasuke asked curiously. I wouldn't go into much detail about it, but during the Third Great Ninja War, where my teammates and I were sent on a mission to Kanab Bridge and events happened there which caused me to lose my original left eye and got this scar, but worst of all Obito died saving my life but not before giving me his left eye, Kakashi said sadly. I think we talk about something more recently, said Naruto. Like what, Naruto? Kakashi asked curiously. At the fact that Zabuza is still alive and will be coming here to finish the job, Naruto said, shocking everyone except for Kakashi. Don't make up lies like that, Naruto, Sakura shouted angrily. Sakura, Naruto isn't lying, said Kakashi. What do you mean, Kakashi-sensei? Sakura shouted. I mean exactly what Naruto just said. Zabuza is still alive, said Kakashi. How is that possible, Kakashi-sensei? Sakura shouted while Sasuke didn't say anything, but he still wanted to know. Because of what the hunter nin used and what he didn't use, said Kakashi. What do you mean, Kakashi-sensei? Sakura asked curiously. I mean, as the tool he used was senbon instead of kunais or shurikens, which would be the obvious to take someone down, and then he just took the body. Normally a hunter nin would just dispose of the body and obviously take the executioner blade because it belongs to Karagakur, said Kakashi. Don't you think you're overthinking about this, said Tazuna. Tazuna, it is our job to be prepared for anything, said Kakashi. So what do you think we should do then, Kakashi-sensei? Naruto asked curiously. We should train for the worst, said Kakashi. Train? Both Sasuke and Sakura said at the same time. Yes, to get you two prepared for a upcoming battle, said Kakashi. Too bad there is 3 of us, Kakashi-sensei, said Sakura. Yes, you and Sasuke need to get stronger if you be able to help Naruto and I in the next fight against Zabuza and that fake hunter nin, said Kakashi. What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying that I'm far weaker than him? Sasuke said angrily, pointing at Naruto. Yes, because during the fight against Zabuza it was Naruto who kept him busy while I was recovering, said Kakashi. Yeah, about that. Hey Naruto, what were those techniques that you use? Sakura asked curiously while Sasuke was eager to know as well. That's none of your business, Naruto said firmly. What do you mean it's none of our business? We're your teammates, ain't we? Sakura shouted angrily. Point at Sakura, you're just being nosy. Point at Sasuke, he just wants to know if he could learn it. Point at Kakashi. But Kakashi-sensei here already knows all about it, said Naruto. In that case, Kakashi-sensei, can you tell us about Naruto's weapon creating technique? Sakura asked, thinking that she found a loophole. However, Kakashi looked at Naruto, who was giving a glance which basically means don't you even dare. Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say anything, said Kakashi. Why not? Sakura whined. By the Hokage orders, Kakashi said, lying. Kakashi then turned to look at Tazuna. Now then, Tazuna, do you know any place where I can train these two, said Kakashi. There is a forest nearby, you can use it for training if you want, said Tazuna. Okay then, thank you Naruto, can you stay with Tazuna and his family to guard them if anything happens, said Kakashi as he picked himself up but was still feeling weak. Wait right there, I got something that might help a bit, said Tazuna before he left the room. When Tazuna returned he was holding crutches. Okay, we are off, and Naruto, if anything happens use the flare to signal us, said Kakashi before leaving with Sasuke and Sakura. Half hour later. Okay everyone, let's get to work and finish this bridge for our families, Tazuna said to his men. This bridge is massive and I have to protect all of these workers, Naruto thought before doing a couple of hand signs. Shadow clone jutsu, Naruto said, and in a proof of smoke 30 Narutos appeared who then all scatter and hide around the bridge. Then they each place a seal on where they were, and as for the real Naruto, he left the bridge and went into the forest. Each of my clones possess the same high sensor skill as me, so they be able to know if any enemies are coming, and as they place the Hiraishin seal where they are I will be able to get there in a second, thought Naruto. As Naruto continued to walk through the forest he then decided to use his sensor ability to find any other shinobi in the area and to make sure that he doesn't run into Kakashi, Sasuke and Sakura, because Kakashi would get angrily at him for leaving Tazuna, and then he would most likely ask how we'll be able to get back to the bridge fast enough if something did happen there, which Naruto doesn't want to reveal that he knows the Flying Thunder God technique just yet. Kakashi-sensei and the others are a bit to the east, but I can't seem to find anybody else. Maybe Gato has barrier jutsu around his secret base, perhaps, Naruto thought before he bit one of his fingers which drew blood. Then he wiped it on his right palm, then he did a couple of hand signs and slammed his right hand down to the ground. Summoning jutsu, Naruto said as a seal appeared on the ground around his right hand, and in a proof of smoke a orange fox that had a headband similar to Naruto's, but instead of having the Konoha symbol it had the Uzumaki clan. Hey Naruto, said the fox. Hi Shingo, I need your help, said Naruto. Sure, what do you need, said Shingo. I can't seem to find a certain base which I know will have people who be able to use chakra, should be weak but still I should be able to sense them, and I know there isn't anything wrong with my sensing because I can still sense my teammates, said Naruto. Any ideas what I should smell for, said Shingo. Try smelling something like alcohol or even drugs, said Naruto. Yeah, I smell a whole lot of it, said Shingo. Okay, lead me towards it, Shingo, said Naruto. Flashback. A 7-year-old Naruto Naruto was currently at the Uzumaki clan compound library researching on any way that could help him get stronger until he came across a rather interesting method on gaining a summoning contract. That was discovered by Jiraiya of the Sannin, also known as the Toad Sage of Konohagakure, and he was also Minato's sensei and Naruto's godfather. Jiraiya had discovered it back during his early years when he was still a student of the third Hokage, which was just to perform the summoning jutsu without having a contact with any summon clans, which will then transport you to a summon region that you have a strong spiritual affectation towards that summon type. So as Naruto performed the summon jutsu without having a summon contract, he got himself teleported to a very large mountain forest that had trees that were far bigger than other tree that Naruto had ever seen before. "Where am I?" Naruto asked himself as he looked around until he saw a red fox which was the size of one of the Inuzuka clan ninja hounds. "Who are you, human?" the fox asked curiously. "A taking fox," Naruto said, not too shocking about a taking fox after all knowing Kurama. "You don't seem too surprised about me taking?" the fox asked curiously. "Well, I kind of already know a taking fox," said Naruto. "Really, who?" the fox asked curiously. "I don't think you would know him," said Naruto. "Try me," said the fox. "His name is Kurama," said Naruto. "Kurama? Yeah, I don't know him anyways." "Who are you?" said the fox. "My name is Naruto Uzumaki." "Who are you and where am I?" said Naruto. "Well, my name is Minus and you're at Kitsune Den Forest, but how did you get here?" Naruto Minus asked curiously. "I performed the summoning technique without having a contract which brought me here," said Naruto. "Really? Well, in that case you better come with me to see Lady Konkon," said Minus. "Who's Lady Konkon?" Naruto asked. "She's the head fox of Kitsune Den Forest," said Minus. "Well, let's go and see her then," said Naruto. Naruto then followed Minus up the mountain, and along their way up Naruto saw other foxes that had blue and green fur coats, and some of them were even far larger than Minus. However, as Naruto and Minus finally reached the top, they then entered a temple, and inside Naruto saw a golden fox who was the same size as Kurama laying down on something that looks like a throne, which also had lots of pillows around it to make it more comfortable. "Lady Konkon, I brought you someone to meet," said Minus. "Oh, who is it, Minus?" Konkon asked curiously. "This boy's name is Naruto Uzumaki, and he says that he got here by doing the summoning technique without having a contract with any summon clan," said Minus. "Interesting thought, Konkon. So you came here through the use of summoning technique," said Konkon. "Yes, that is how it happened," said Naruto. "May I ask, why did you do the summoning technique in the first place?" Konkon asked curiously. "I had read a book in my clan's compound library, and I found out that man from my village called Jiraiya, and he did the same thing that I have done, perform the summoning technique without having a contract. But he was transported to Mount Myaboku where the toads live, and for the reason why I did it is because want to get stronger," said Naruto. "For someone so young and already desires power, why is that, if I may ask?" Konkon asked curiously. "Because I don't want anyone to ever treat me wrong again," said Naruto. "Who has treated you so wrongly, young Naruto?" Konkon asked curiously. "Almost every single person in my village," said Naruto. "Why would they do that?" Konkon asked curiously. "Because they think I'm a Biju instead of a human being," said Naruto. "So you're Jinchuriki then, and may I ask which Biju do you hold inside of you?" said Konkon. "I have the nine-tailed fox inside of me, but his name is Kurama," said Naruto. "Kurama? How do you know his name is Kurama?" Konkon asked curiously. "He told himself we are friends, you see," said Naruto happily. "Really, you're friends with him?" Konkon asked surprised. "Yeah, and Kurama has been helping me in my training as well," said Naruto. "Naruto, I have a very important question to ask you?" Konkon asked curiously. "Sure, what is it?" Naruto asked curiously. "Seeing that you have an affectation towards foxes and that you have befriended a Biju, how would you like to become our very first summoner?" Konkon asked curiously. "Sure I will, but why me?" Naruto asked curiously. "Well, many of foxes here want to see the human world, and because we never had a summoner, I think it is about time to do," said Konkon. "Okay, then I will gladly become your summoner," said Naruto. "Excellent," said Konkon. Then she used her tail to pick up a scroll that was behind her and place it down in front of Naruto. "Now just bite one of your fingers, and with the blood from it write down your name in the scroll, which will make the contract between you and us," Naruto said Konkon. Naruto did exactly just that. He bite one of his fingers and drew blood from it, then he used it to write down his name in the scroll. "And there," said Naruto as he finished. "Excellent, now you are our summoner, Naruto Uzumaki," said Konkon. "Great, I hope that we'll work well with each other," said Naruto. The current time, sometime later at Gado's secret base. As Naruto follows Shingo deeper into the forest, they finally found what they were looking for, Gado's hidden headquarters. As Naruto looked at it, he saw that it wasn't a tall building, but he guessed Gado had built it underground inside, and this part was just the entrance. But the thing that still caught his attention was that ever though he can see the base, he still couldn't sense anyone from it. "Minus, let's do that just before we go in," said Naruto. "Right," said Minus. "Ninja art. Beast sense connection," said Naruto. "Ninja art. Human sense connection said minus. The technique allow the summoner and the summoned to connect their senses with each other. In other words, for a summon like a fox who are great at hiding, they could watch events without being detected, while the summoner will be able to watch it as well and also allow the summoner to speak with the summoned though their thought. Alright, let's go, said Naruto. Just before they entered Gado's base, Naruto placed a Hiraishin seal on a tree for a quick escape. Then they split up with minus turning invisible and went down a one hallway while Naruto went the other way and uses his chakra to walk on the walls. With minus inside a room. As minus walk around, he suddenly smell fruit coming from a room, and as he walk in and hid in the shadows just in case, he saw a man resting on a bed while the boy that saved Zabuza's life and wasn't wearing a mask so anyone could see that he had brown eyes and that he was sitting down next to Zabuza peeling apples until a small man who was wearing a business suit on and had sunglasses on with two other men that had swords strapped on them. Zabuza, I have heard from my men that Tazuna is still alive. Why is that? The small man said angrily. I underestimate the shinobi that Tazuna has hired, Gado, said Zabuza. When I hire you I expected results, you being the demon of the mist after all, said Gado. Don't worry about it, I got a plan you see, said Zabuza. Oh, what is it, said Gado. Simple really, we let them get close to finish the bridge, but then Haku and I come in and kill the Konoha ninjas and Tazuna, then we destroy the bridge, which will destroy any remaining hope that these people have left, said Zabuza. Yes, that would work perfectly, however there is one more thing, said Gado. What is it? Zabuza asked curiously. If you do fail me again, then neither you or your assistants will leave this land alive, said Gado as he reached out to grab Zabuza's face, but as he did, the boy that was sitting next to Zabuza quickly grabbed Gado's wrist and broke it. Gado screamed in pain. Don't you lay a finger on Zabuza-san, said the boy. Gado's bodyguards both went to grab their swords, but Gado used his other hand to tell not to, and then he went towards the door. Just make sure everything goes accordingly, planned Zabuza, or else, Gado said before he left the room. With Naruto at Gado's vault. As Naruto continued to go down in Gado's base, he finally found Gado's vault where he kept everything that he has taken from the villagers and other things. However, it was guarded by 8 men and was locked, with the only way to get in was with a unique key that no doubt that Gado kept on him all time. So Naruto quickly performed a sound barrier seal, then he knocked each guard as fast as possible. After he tied them up, Naruto then placed his hand over keyhole and channel his chakra moldo it to find out what shape the key was, and once he found out, he then created identical copy of it and opened the vault. As he walked around in the vault, he saw books, paintings, statues, bags of money, and then Naruto saw it in the middle of the room, a glowing green crystal orb that had red seals on it. This is it, Naruto said as he looked at the orb. These seals on are similar to the one at compound, but there is couple of differences. This is probably the thing which prevented me from sensing anyone here before, but if that the case were, did Gado get it? Maybe a shinobi he had hired informed him about it and he decided to use it, so if anyone sends any assassins after him they wouldn't be able to find his base, thought Naruto. Just then Naruto heard the door for the vault open, so he teleported to teleport out of Gado's base, but he decided that he will back later to take all of Gado's books, paintings, statues and money, while also return everything that Gado and his men took from the villagers. As Naruto appeared outside, retrieved the memories from one of his shadow clones at the bridge, telling him that Kakashi was on his way to them, so Naruto teleported to where the clone that had dispersed just was, at the bridge. As Naruto arrived at the bridge a few minutes later, Kakashi arrived but was alone. Naruto then came out of his hiding spot. Where the other two? Naruto asked. Still there at the forest, said Kakashi. How's their training coming along? Naruto asked. Well, Sakura managed to understand the tree climbing practice and did it perfectly, while Sasuke is having a bit of trouble with it, so he's trying to get it, and I ordered Sakura to keep doing it to improve her chakra amount, said Kakashi. So why did you come here then, Kakashi? Tazuna asked. Well, I came to see how things coming along, said Kakashi. We haven't had any trouble whatsoever, which is kind of making me worrying, said Tazuna. I don't think they would be coming here soon, said Naruto. Why is that, Naruto? Kakashi asked curiously. I think they intend to destroy the bridge just before you finish it, said Naruto. Why would they do that when they could just destroy it now? Tazuna asked curiously. Because I believe Gado wants to destroy any remaining hope we have left, said Naruto. How do you know that, Naruto? Kakashi asked curiously. Think about it, it's the best way to stop all attempts of rebellion against him in the future, said Naruto. I see your point, it would be better for him in that way, Naruto, said Kakashi. That's the end, guys. If you enjoyed, then make sure to leave a comment. This is Chaos Shinobi signing off.